like that, though.
All right, here we go. I'm very excited for this matchup, first of all. I know you guys have played against each other. Maybe you guys can get a little closer over here. So, Chaos, you've gone through a lot of roster changes. You're here with Ronin.
Money matches
here,
doing Gears of War now?
home turf.
What?
You guys are
Money
the team
matches? You know the
favorite,
money
crowd
matches?
favorite.
Moneymatches.com?
What are your thoughts
You don't
going
know who
into
Money
this?
Matches is?
They're talking.
It's been great so far.
Money Matches?
The support
It's
from
like
the fans
a-
has been awesome.
Website is the bravado.
Everything
Yeah.
has been great so far, so we're gonna
Yeah,
just
basically
keep
the
on
like
grinding.
bet,
We won the
basically.
first match,
And
so
now
we're
they
gonna
included
keep on
Gears for
grinding.
like the first time.
Ah.
That's why on his
So now
jersey it
you
says MM.
guys
That's
took
what
out
that is.
Echo
Classified
Fox
money
in
matches?
Paris. Are you guys feeling confident here in Mexico City?
What about Dallas?
We're not
No, I
feeling
won't.
confident. We're just gonna play our game basically, and
Who, MM?
our nationals are gonna do the talking.
All right, well, let's see the play do the talking. Now, franchise, I know your team has so much camaraderie. You guys were hugging it out, doing your powwow. How are the feelings here coming to Mexico? What is the attitude for Echo Fox coming in here?
The feelings are different. This event's special to us. We won Mexico last year, and everything about this place, we love it. So I don't know if it's the air, the food, or whatever, but we love being here.
And as returning champions here in Mexico City, do you guys feel you guys have some persuasion being here in Mexico?
A little bit. You know, a lot of us can speak Spanish, so it's it's always nice, and being able to communicate with the fans is always great.
All right, my final question for you guys, and you are, can answer in Spanish because we got a lot of Spanish here on stage. Is there anything you want to say to the audience where you can sway them in your favor? I'll start with you, franchise.
El año pasado nos apoyaron. Antes de campeonar, apóyenos otra vez y somos campeones otra vez.
So he said he's going to need your support here in Mexico. If you support us, we will win this for you again. Chaos. Anything you want to say?
Básicamente estamos en nuestra casa. Esta es el hogar de ellos. El hogar mío no es, pero lo vamos a hacer por ustedes y vamos a ganar por ustedes. Y gracias a todos los que nos apoyaron y nos apoyan, los amamos.
Well, there you go. He said, he takes a lot of support here from you guys, and he's going to win it for you. Gentlemen, shake hands. Let the best team win.
Last year we are a little bit like a top 6 team. We know we are a top 3 team. In season 1 we have identities, but Slifer is a really good player. He plays support, and I think Slifer is the best support in the game. Me and Chaos are the slayers, the top slayers. We play first bounce in all the maps. We are going for that trophy, to be honest. We are going to top 1. If we play good, we can win Mexico.
We are here at the Gears Esports Mexico City Open. Okay, he said he believes Ronin is a top 3 team. PR, is there any truth to that?
Based off what I've seen so far, maybe a top 3 team in Latin America, but they got a huge mountain to climb going up against Optic, Echo, Ghost, United. Like United's already showing themselves in this tournament with a complete and utter domination.
Maybe a top 3 team in Latin America. That's shade, man. I like it.
I need to see more. Ask me again after this match.
Okay, Fallout, do you agree with them at all?
It's hard to say they're a top 3 team, and you saw what they did in Dallas, which wasn't a whole lot. You saw a great run in Paris. That, of course, was led by Identiz. Without Identiz, all these roster changes, I don't think it's proven. Right. Top 3 is solidified. If anyone would be added to that top 3 to be United, I don't think Ronin is there.
Yes, and speaking of the top 3, let's talk about the top 2. Okay, Echo Fox are known as the top 2 team in Gears of War. Can you see them making a big splash this event and starting out with a statement against Ronin?
You know what? I can see it. We had them. We spoke with some of the members of Echo Fox, and they're saying they're really cool, calm, and collected going in there. You know what? They are prepared to go up against Optic. and they have a lot of confidence. Now, Ronin, they are arguably the best Latin American team. And you know what? They're going to have their work cut out for them with Echo Fox. But they have their heads in the game this time around, I think.
Most definitely, and as you see now, the map bans and picks are starting off with Reclaimed. That is one of Echo Fox's best maps. Franchise, he's known as leading the charge into the bowl. Do you think that he will lead by example in this map, PR?
I think he will. Like we've seen it before. Even though he switch up his spots, he's not necessarily the front spawn anymore. But he did that because he's backing up Solars now. So we have our front spawn Solars, and then Franchise is able to communicate and guide the rest of that fight as soon as Solars gets in there.
Yes, you know, we all believe in first impressions. This is Echo Fox's first game on main stage. Fallout, do you think that they're going to make a statement in this game against Ronin? Or do you think Ronin is going to come out firing on all cylinders?
Yeah, I think map number 1, Echo Fox and Reclaim, their best map hands down. One thing that really surprises me about the map pick bans, PR, you're a former coach, you probably know this better than anyone, Lift used to be Echo Fox's auto ban. They never, ever, ever played Lift in Season 1. Somehow, some way, Lift sneaks into the cycle here. Maybe Ronin knows that, realizes that, gets a pick on Lift when they can. I wonder if that's a good strategy. I like the decision by Ronin to pick Lift map number 2.
Well, yes. I mean, it got past the auto bans because I know for a fact they actually have Impact their auto ban now, and they started playing Lift earlier in the season as soon as they picked up Kyle. I think that's a great switch since everyone's banning Impact anyway, so you could get away if you're Team B with a free, a free ban, a free pick.
Yes. Now, going down the line, predictions. Okay, Cleaner, what do you think is going to happen this game as a whole? Not just the first map, the whole series.
I'll have to go with Echo Fox.
Okay. Can you tell us why?
You know what? Just the amount of confidence. You know, I spoke with Ryan, spoke with Fran, and they really have their heads on straight. They have talked as a team. They had these team meetings, and they're gunning. They're only worried about optic. Like that is their target.
But that can be a bad thing. You can't just worry about one team. You know, you can't let a team come up as a sleeper and beat you.
No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. Echo Fox, when they're firing on all cylinders, you look at the talent they have, and I am not in any way, shape, or form talking down Ronin. They have a phenomenal roster as well. I have to go and give it to Echo Fox.
PR, will you go with the home team or the number 2 team in NA?
To me, it's not about home team or number 2 team. It's about the better team, and I think ultimately it is Echo Fox is the better team. They have Franchise kind of laying the blueprint. You know, for time and time again, people have said, you got to get Toy off that leash. Fran said Toy's been off the leash. Yep. So I expect a big game out of Toy, and I do expect Echo Fox to take this 2-0.
Fallout, do you think that Toy is actually on a leash on Echo Fox, or do you think Echo Fox is just fine and they're going to do well this event?
I think honestly, it's the most ridiculous thing ever when people still say that or make that statement. Maybe the first 1 or 2 events when Franchise started playing with Toy Soldier on the Team Envious days, but I mean, for the longest time, Franchise has not only let him off the leash, he's encouraged Toy to let loose. He knows Toy is at his best when he's flying around, picking up kills, and stringing up a couple double kill, triple kills. I think Toy is going to be X factor for sure. I think inconsistency is a question, but it's not even a question that he's off his leash. Franchise really wants to let him run.
So we can agree that Echo Fox are the favorites to win this series, correct?
Correct.
Now, with that being said, with Ronin, what do they need to do to step it up to actually, be a challenge to Echo Fox? Who is their X factor, and what do they need to do in order to match up with them?
I think they have 2 X factors, not just one.
Okay.
And it's going to come down to Chaos and Desanine. Yep. These are going to be your 2 main slayers, your 2 main players that are going to take control of the game, the 2 main communicators. But even though those are our X factors, we need the rest of the supporting cast to keep up with them as well. But if Chaos and Desanite are not playing well, then and Ronin is not playing well.
Well, hopefully Chaos can lead by example with his slaying prowess. Fallout, what did he do in Dallas that he needs to bring to this event?
And he played out of his mind, man. A lot of people look at that Dallas performance and say that was a breakout of his performance. In my opinion, we saw it in Paris too. And what I remember is one thing about him playing that team on Paris is when they all turn up individually, they shoot for each other, they play incredibly well. I'm looking for this Ronin squad for all 5 of them to start off strong, gain momentum, and use that momentum to their advantage.
Yeah, but they jump right into the action. It started just like I said. Solars, the front spawn, quickly taken out by Exploits, and Desanide, 2 quick kills for Ronin to bring it to a advantage. They do get quick control of the top hill that forces Kyle back. So now Kyle has to wait for the respawn. He has to wait for his team to respawn up, and then I expect them to make a push towards B, but they might try and fake him out towards the bottom side of the barn as well.
Yeah, a phenomenal start from Ronin right here. We did mention X factors, Chaos and Desanide, but keys to success for Ronin is start strong, in my opinion. Yes, Reclaimed is a great Echo Fox map, but no one can forget how good of a Reclaimed team that Ronin is as well. In my opinion, it's a top 2, top 3 map for them. So I think these map picks definitely are not in their favor necessarily, but do play in their hand in some way.
Yep, you see it's slowing down just a little bit here in the beginning because Echo Fox does need to spawn up there. You see the bottom Barton fight going down, and it's forcing Adverse back, and this is where if anybody from Ronin backs up to try and help that home hill, this is where you're going to see Echo Fox rotate, cut towards B, and then make their push up there and try to catch the members of Ronin off guard.
Yep, here comes the push from Echo Fox shortly. One member down, that's Praise. Good team fire from Ronin, but it's going to be Kyle that actually picks up first blood on Adverse. Huge play from Kyle in that situation. He's actually going to decap that C-Hill. I love the aggression from Kyle stepping up in that 1v1.
Yeah, exactly what I said. You know, Kyle tried to bait the fake. He realized Ronin was committing to up top. He basically gets a free decap. Now off spawn, somebody from Ronin or somebody's going to have to go back. But you see quick moves from Kyle, quick rotations as he takes out Sleeper, but they're going to keep it going right now. He's going to try to get a 1v1 against Chaos, and he's going to get out alive with the kill. That's going to leave Dezenide almost all by himself, even though there is another member up there. They're playing individual right now after that retake.
Kyle is playing out of his mind right now, PR. Such a smart play. He not only capped that C-Hill, but rather than staying in that C-Hill and fighting a 1v1 in Adverse, he actually rotated high side, helped his teammate, and made an immediate impact, taking out 2 or 3. Huge plays from Kyle. That entire stem of events started from him getting that 1v1 down low.
It's already showing to be a close match. You see the score almost basically tied up, but you see the overhead map there for a second. Is that 5 members of Echo Fox committing to B? That's Adverse. Does he know he has a free hill? He can kind of overextend, but you see Toy coming back, so this is going to be a push from Ronin up top.
Yeah, perhaps a misplay right there, missed opportunity at least, not recognizing they have a chance to push that home hill for free essentially, and now Echo Fox is going to punish them. About to take the lead as well. Sleeper goes down, Chaos in a bad situation. Kyle's going to take him out. 6 kills, 4 downs for Kyle, and we are seeing a great Echo Fox as they're able to retake B Hill and should be able to win this round.
Yep, and you're going to see Echo Fox start to pressure. They're not necessarily going to go for the triple cap just yet, but they're going to play for a couple more slays out as Dezenide makes critical Kyle pay, taking him out, and this is where Exploits and Dezenide are going to move over towards their home hill. They know they need to make a distraction. It's really close for both teams, and Dezenide and the rest of Ronin are able to just hold this hill just a little bit longer. They're going to be able to pull ahead and win off one.
Yep, there it is. All comes down to these last few seconds here. 200 apiece, 2 hills to 1 in favor of Ronin. Need to get a break right now. They're going to get it, but it's going to be too little, too late. And just like that, Ronin is actually going to win round number 1. You hear the crowd react. And what a start from this Ronin squad.
Very impressive. You know, Solar's got in the bowl first, quickly taken out. I know Exploits was right behind him, getting his back, taking out another member. And since then, Ronin was able to accumulate a lot of points. But we're going to go into this weapon placement from Echo Fox. You know, it looks like they're just ready to do something right away. I don't recommend the X because then you don't have a backup plan if things continue to go wrong up top.
Yeah, they did lose the initial up top. Kyle did win the 1v1 low side, so I agree with you, PR. Giving Kyle an opportunity to fight for something down low, given the way he's playing right now, would have been a good decision, but they make the team decision instead to ban low side. They're confident in their up top play, and we'll see if it pays off here going into round number 2.
Yep, and if I'm Echo Fox, even though you have one of the best marksman players with Critical Kyle, I want to keep that out of the hands of Sleeper because I've seen that man dominate and take over games with that marksman.
Adverse, Sleeper, between the 2 of them, phenomenal marksmen on this team. So here comes the initial. Of course, Dezenide with front spawn going up against Solars. And he's going to get hit with a brick to start things off. Dezenide full red. Franchise follows up with a kill of his own. And here, leave it to none other than Franchise, the captain of himself with the double kill. Kyle takes out Chaos as well. And just like that, 4 dead for Ronin. What a start right now for Echo Fox.
So Echo Fox, maybe that was a little bit of a warm-up round. Maybe that's why they were confident in that X down low. You see them swarm towards that home hill. I do expect this to be a triple cap as the first member of Ronin getting taken out, so no one's going to be able to touch. So, you know, maybe they know, a little bit of a backup plan. They don't plan on losing up top. Maybe it was just a fluke to them. So with all the confidence in the world, they blocked off that low spot, won the top fight, won the fight towards home hill sides, and were able to triple cap.
Yeah. Toy Soldier's been playing that low hill side all of Season 1 and Season 2. Very good 1v1 player in that situation as well. Always fun watching that Toy Soldier versus Summons matchup. It'll be a key one to keep an eye on. Of course, Kyle playing apples for his team was able to take out Chaos in the 1v as well towards that low side. And now I'm looking to see what Ronin does. And of course, the Ronin special plays in a bull talk on the side.
If I know Ronin, it's a Marksa, Incense, or bull talks on those side spots 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, especially on this map, that's for sure. So I'm excited to see the 1v1 player is Adverse, I believe, on home hills for Ronin. Excited to see him get that weapon in his hands.
Yep.
They changed it
Praise hasn't even died yet, over 2 rounds, 1 win, 1 loss. So, yeah, see how long Praise can keep that streak.
Looks like both helmets are going to be grabbed. It's going to be Adverse versus Toy Soldiers with Bull Talk. Here comes the fight high side. Solars gets the jump by just a bit. On board with Praise now. No time dead for him. Hopefully we don't get a bit of a caster's curse going on now as he's full red, working the flank. He's actually not called out.
Did they not see him? Okay, Exploit sees him. Exploit's the new guy on the team. He's already been making a name for himself. A lot of these players like to call him online, but he is showing up here at Mexico City as Sleeper taking out Kyle. Toy Soldier's going to be taken out. So Ronin, once again, threatening with a triple cap. So this looks like it's going to be a back and forth match. Somebody from Echo Fox does have to touch the hill. His franchise going to get it. He gets the touch, gets a kill, gets taken out. So this is going to be another Ronin round.
Wow. A ridiculously fast, I believe 55-second Ronin round right there. You see Chaos hyping up his team, and you could just feel this. This is just back and forth punches, uppercuts for both teams as they're just trading rounds. I mean, really, other than that first round, since then it's been clearly decisive. Each round victory has been the winner of the up top fight. Goes to show the importance of that bull hill in individual fight on high side.
So this is where, if you're Echo Fox, like, what do you put down? I like the Hammerverse pick. You know, Ronin is really good with these precision weapons. You already see a Bull Talk drop. So even though Kyle is good with it as well, Kyle's also good with the Hammerverse. We don't really, know if Ronin's really effective with the Hammerverse as much as they are with the Mark. So they've possibly done their homework with the coaching staff of Ryan and Prison teaming up and probably figuring that one out.
Yep. Kill differential pretty even for both teams right now. Kyle leading the way with 7 kills, 5 down. So the Echo Fox squad playing the apple spot right on the low side of B Hill in the middle of the map by those staircases and playing it pretty damn well so far. 2-1 is the score. Ronin in the lead here. Look at the initials. Looks like we'll have the same exact strategy. Bulltalk picked up each. No Hammerverse picked up for either team.
Yeah, it's more of a throwaway weapon right now. As you see Franchise getting first blood. Solar's taken down right after. It looked like Franchise was going to come away with that one, but Desanide, 3 kills in Bull. Sleeper getting 1. So if I'm Ronin, I'm trying to push pressure Toy. You don't have to necessarily get the kill. Get the hill, and Toy's going to have to come to you as Adverse with the Bull Talk. And this was a quick Ronin round, so immediately they're making me eat my words for not calling them a top 3 team. They probably heard me, and they're playing like they are indefinitely a top 3 team.
The mental effect of knowing that you have an entire room, an entire nation behind you, it cannot be understated. They are feeding off the energy of this crowd. They're performing. They know that anytime they make a play, they're going to have a roar behind them, and it's showing right now. This Ronin squad off to a great start, but if we know anything about this Echo Fox team, it is resiliency in times like this. Down 3-1, currently down but not out.
And you look at the score, Praise and Solars both with 1 kill apiece, and if you're Echo Fox, you need these guys to be going off in order to play your game, because if you don't have Solars dropping at least 20, 25, maybe even more kills, then who's going to be the one to pick up that slack?
Yep, that's a great point. The two main slayers of this team, in my opinion, Praise and Solars, currently with the least amount of kills in their team. Definitely looking at them to try and step up. Of course, as we say that, it's going to be Praise who takes out 1, drawing first blood over Exploits. Now on board of Dezo, he's going to get shut down as well, but Chaos picks up 1. Can Chaos make it happen? 1 versus 1 against Solar. Solar's going to hit a couple good shots, and Chaos is going to just value his life, but he's going to get shut down as well. A good job by Echo Fox responding.
Yeah, I love that a lot. Kind of, if Kyle was going to get those free nades, kind of maybe don't die if you're, I think that was Franchise that died to the guy. Maybe let them get Bull, and then Kyle can nade it afterwards as Praise getting taken down. It looks like Ronin, it's going to be their turn to push back up towards B, but they don't, or Echo Fox doesn't even have their home capped.
Yeah, interesting situation there. So it is going to be Ronin that has the hill lead because Echo Fox has not backtracked to get their home hill. I wonder by Toy Soldier where he's at. Did he die in the 1v1? I don't think so. Finally, he's going to be kept in the home hill.
He's finally pushing up towards top. You got the counter smoke coming out. Nades from Critical Kyle as well. Taking out 1, so that's going to halt the push momentarily. But with Adverse going down, this could be Echo Fox's chance to take their numbers advantage.
Great job by Solar shutting down 1. On board of Praise now. Full red. Adver's going to miss the most important Bull Talk shot of the bunch, and he's going to get punished here as he goes down. Actually, no, barely able to slip away here. Actually, I take that back. He actually is down. So here we go. There's a push from Echo Fox towards that C hill. A good amount of Ronin players in position to try and break it, though.
Yeah, we see them putting that pressure up. Chaos taken out. Sleeper, if he doesn't get this touch at least, then they are going to lose, and he doesn't get the touch. Goes down, and it's 3-2. Still in favor of Ronin, but could that be a momentum shift from Echo Fox, or is that maybe just a fluke round on the side of Echo Fox?
Yeah, I think too soon to tell. I want to see Echo Fox string together a couple rounds in a row here. They have yet to do it. We've seen some great initials. Anytime they win the initial, they win the round. It's something we know about Echo Fox. They are so incredibly disciplined, and they play almost perfect. If they win the initial, unlike we saw last game from the Ghost Crew, Fable, and other teams, they close out those rounds in such a great way, whether it's holding their 2-cap setups or pushing for their 3 caps when it matters the most. A great job by Echo Fox. It's just a matter of can you win those initials, and here we go.
I love the confidence from Ronin dropping that boom shot. Last season we didn't really see too many boom shot drops no matter the round, but this season I think boom shot's one of the main weapons being dropped, especially in the earlier rounds. So you can expect to see both teams try and play for that boom shot off rip, maybe a 1v1 for nades, but I don't expect either team to be capping their home hill off the rip.
Well said. So now winning that initial is even more important here. Praised on the low side. So looking to work the flank here on that low side. Dezo, the clutch situation. Team kill comes in, but it is all blue at the left of your screen. Here comes a nade toss for both teams. Need to be careful. Nothing going to connect, though.
You got to make sure those grenades connect. Maybe even L-Trick, take your time a little bit. But once again, from Echo Fox, if you know Kyle's going to get free nades, you got to wonder what's going on with the communication. Free nades means you let them get bull, and then you throw the nades up, and when they run around like fish in a barrel, that's when you can go in and finish those kills off.
Well said. Great boom right there by Chaos. Shut down Kyle. Now it gives them a 5-on-4 numbers advantage. I want to see them take their numbers here, as it is 20-second respawn timers here at PR. So instead of taking that 5v4, maybe leaving that 2v1 against franchise, they're going to let everyone respawn and re-up.
I like what he's doing. Oh, I don't agree with that boom
don't
shot.
waste that boom.
You wait for more members. You see him coming by himself. 2 members are there. You can cross off the back. That's a free kill no matter what. So ill-advised boom shot there. But with 20-second respawns, I expect Ronin to kind of put the pressure, but they're content holding 2 hills.
I think this is how next level Echo Fox is. I think franchise did that on purpose. I think he knew his teammates were in a position to stay alive until he respawns. So he wanted to waste that last boom shot rather than having to stall, really the elephant in the room, which is that boom shot that still exists for Chaos. Smart play by franchise right there.
So you know they have control of up top. If I'm Echo Fox, I'm trying to spread the fight out a little bit, and then you cut up. So that means go towards barn, try and fake a home push, and then when they're trying to rotate back for their home hill, that's when you can cut towards B. You see, a member of Ronin is all by himself down there. So that's kind of like a little audible play you can do. You can either continue pushing to their home hill or cut upwards, but Echo Fox is going to choose to fight that fight up top. Praised Solar's taken down early on, and Kyle's going to be next. So you got to wonder what's going on with Echo Fox.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I see you're coming around. I like the audible idea, but with boom shot respawning up top, kind of lingering, you need to make a play up top. You can't give a free boom shot to Ronin right there. So that's why Echo Fox had to make that push. But either way, tough situation to be in, and Ronin is going to secure themselves a 4-2 lead heading into halftime. What a start from Ronin, the hometown favorites.
And this goes back to that X drop in round number 1. Even though they strung a couple rounds in the beginning, they had no backup plan. They had to go up top every single time because there was nothing down low to fight for. So maybe, they're going to learn their lesson here in the second half. If they're not winning the barn fight, maybe they put a weapon up top or vice versa to try and keep Chaos and the rest of Ronin from putting another boom shot up top.
Well said. So now going into the second half here, of course, all hills will flip and the weapons will reset back to stock weapons, Lancer, pistol, Nasher, and of course your smoke grenade. See what's going to happen here over for both teams towards that B hill. Solar's leading the way. Solar's a very effective tool shed player on this side of the map, very aggressive and clutches up when it matters here. Of course, as I say that, he's going to get some good shots from the other team. Adver's a crucial team kill. Kyle picks up 1 as well. And a good start right here from Echo.
Yeah, but see Solar's doing everything he can to stay alive. He's in a 1v2 situation. It looked like he tried to save his teammates there, and that was Exploits with a huge double kill. So like I said in the beginning, the kid everyone tries to call online, he won't do it on land. He seems to be showing up. He's a part of this Ronin squad that's looking to upset Echo Fox.
And he's off to a great start and doing exactly that. 11 kills and 4 downs for this young man, proving himself for the very first time. From the story of Ronin, back in the display stage, you saw them pick up Advers, online warrior. He performed in Paris, and now Exploit's doing the same thing. I think we can trust that this Ronin squad knows what they're doing with their pickups.
Exactly that. And you see it's slowing down just a little bit here because Ronin knows they have the lead. They don't have to make a push, especially in these early rounds, and they're just waiting for Echo Fox to push. And you see just that. It looks like they're going to try to make a little bit of a low barn push, but I don't know who that is putting down that Lancer far. There's at least 3 members full red from Echo Fox, and it's going to be up to Exploits to finish those kills off or back up.
And he's actually not able to do that, but it's going to be Chaos and Sleep for the pick up the slack here. Chaos picks up a double. Make that a triple kill for Chaos, and he's out for blood. He sees red, and he sees the toy soldier in front of him, but Toy's able to finally shut that down.
Yeah, I don't agree with that fight, but nonetheless, it looks like Ronin is going to be able to pressure Echo Fox's home hill. They might not necessarily get the triple cap, but they're going to be able to probably try and slam off. Echo Fox is going to waste all their smoke, so if this goes bad for Ronin, they know Echo Fox isn't going to have smokes to counter their own counter push right back.
Looks like Echo Fox able to hold on their back foot here, and of course far but over. In these first early rounds, you see a lot less triple caps because there's 10-second player respawn timers. Keep in mind the game mode's called escalation because the game mode really does escalate every single round as player respawn timers increase by 2 seconds every round. So good job Echo Fox bouncing back here, and they just got to string together some kills if they want to regain this B-hill.
Solar's dying all by himself. Praise once again dying in the barn. That's going to be Kyle falling as well. Toy doing everything he can to stay alive. He's going to pick up 1 kill. So if I'm Toy, I'm going to try and stay alive as long as possible. It's not so much about the kills, it's about staying alive. Does get it down, taken out right after, but you see the score fall out. It's 170 and counting to 110. Ronin wins off 1, so essentially for the rest of this round, as long as they don't get wiped, they will win.
Yeah. Franchise trying to do what he can. He's actually overextending towards the other team right now. He's going to be tagged up in a bad spot. Nothing he can do in that situation. And Ronin, unless something crazy can happen over towards this E-Hill, should be able to secure themselves yet another round. But as I say that, great push by Kyle and Solars. Ronin now is going to turtle up at their F-Hill. You see it on your screen right now. All members of Echo Fox know they need to break that F-Hill. Here comes the push.
Yep, and at this point, it's not even playing about a triple cap. You can't necessarily go back for your own home hill. You need to just play for taps and play, maybe get one hill, because as soon as you sacrifice members to go cut all their hills, but you see a sneak, somebody's capping Echo Fox's home hill, and as soon as they get that cap, there's nobody in position to even get that quick break, so it is going to be Ronin 5-2 over Echo Fox, and this is actually a show they are putting on for the hometown crowd.
I'm seeing something scary right now, PR. I'm seeing the same Ronin hype, energy, trash talk, and anger that we saw from Splice in the miraculous Cinderella story in Paris. Honestly, if Ronin can keep up this momentum, can keep up the individual play, and all 5 of them can fire on every cylinder, I think something scary can happen here with an upset here.
That boom shot down low, it's another one of those plays where you didn't win the fight. You're putting a power weapon down there, and you better hope you win the fight this time. But you look again, Solars and Praise have a combined 7 kills, so something is going wrong with their main slayers. Maybe a miscommunication, maybe the timing's a little off, but Echo Fox needs to find that fix, and they need to find it now before Ronin runs away with this one.
Well said. I don't think you see the adaptive gaming squad. When some members aren't playing well, every other member picks up slack. And you've seen Echo Fox do the same thing. Kyle stepped up in a big way, but it's not enough, unfortunately, right now for this Ronin team that's playing so well. Good plays from Praise right there. He picks up a double. The crowd reacts to that, but he's going to get shut down finally. So Praise starting to heat up here a little bit, trying to heat up to do what he can for his team. But if I can say anything about the Echo Fox squad, PR, it's far but over. This is a team, again, that shows resiliency. The most mature team in the Gears Pro circuit, undoubtedly. I think this is just the beginning for this team.
Yep, I agree with that 100%, but it's got to start here, because once Ronin, or if Ronin gets that 6th round, you wonder what's going on in the back of Echo Fox's heads. As you see Toy Soldier, he's playing up top, and I do like what he's doing right now, especially since Ronin already has control of the barn. It's going to be Toy Soldier who kind of leads what the team is going to do. Either the team's going to go around, or Toy Soldier's going to get this incredible cross, trying to get damage on every member of Ronin as the push goes out, and Desanide taking out Franchise, keys to victory, X Factors, Chaos, and Desanide, and they're showing why.
Yep. So, double kill, boom shot, going to be picked up by Chaos as well. Praise gets shut down, and this is scary. A 6th round win is looming right now in favor of Ronin. They're going for the triple cap. It's going to be all up to Franchise. Playing with that Savage Cantus, trying to keep them alive right now. Franchise pushes up. He takes out one and gets a touch, but it's going to be too little, too late. 6-2 in map number 1. This is Echo Fox's choice, and look at Dezo pounding his chest. Ferocious is this Ronin squad. They're out for blood.
And once again, the first round of the half, I question their weapon placement. You're betting it all on winning initial fights to get the control of that boom shot and use that boom shot to get control of the round. And with you put a sniper up top, I don't even necessarily agree with that. I want to wonder what's going wrong on the Echo Fox side, because you put a sniper up top to try and spread out the fight, but everyone knows you're going to go for the boom shot over that sniper anyway.
Yeah, so incredibly true. And look at the performance from Desanide right now, 19 kills for him. And I agree with you, PR. Interesting decision to put that sniper high side. Boom shot fight is crucial here. Echo Fox has pulled out all the stops right now to try and stop this steamrolling of a train that is Ronin.
Jump on board, Desanide going inside towards that boom shot. Kyle's going to be taken out first. Desanide getting a nice up A on Solars, taking out one of their main slayers. That's a 2nd kill on Franchise. Praise dying, so that's 4 dead for Echo Fox. Sniper in the hands of Toy, but I would rather have the boom shot. Oh my God, Toy taking him out, and I've seen this once at a Las Vegas event last season. Toy just going off. He got 3
oh my
headshots,
God!
And there's a second one. Like I said, deja vu all over again. If Toy gets one more, this is meant to happen.
What a performance from Toy Soldier, who almost gets a 3rd. And by the way, that was the triple cap that was coming in. Toy Soldier shutting it down there. There's a 3rd kill. Chaos, what are you doing? You have Toy Soldier sitting at ball, and Toy Soldier continues to go on a rampage. I cannot say any more about this performance from Toy Soldier.
Insane gameplay by Toy Soldier. I said it the last time I seen him do that. He got 3 headshots. This time he gets 4, and that's going to be Kyle and Franchise pressuring that home hill for Ronin. They're doing everything they can here and going back and forth. So maybe Fallout, once again, they're making us eat our words with Toy going off with that sniper.
Hey, PR, I just got one question for you. What do you say about the boom shot versus the sniper?
Ooh, man, I really thought boom shot was going to take it.
I agree with that
You got to
wholeheartedly.
wonder, where
On
did
paper,
the boom shot go? Actually, immediately as I say that, That was what they were trying to do at the bottom. They were trying
Train
to
to
switch
boom.
boom shot plays. If you got to have confidence in your team in order to let them use that boom shot and go off with it.
Completely agree. It's not like the boom shot is a ridiculously hard weapon to use. All 5 members of this team should be able to pick it up and get some kills with it. Instead, Toy Soldier makes them punish with a huge 4 sniper shot kills in a row. What plays from Toy Soldier to keep his team alive? That is the energy, the momentum shift that you need if you're Echo Fox.
So Toy, neither player actually capping their home hill. It's going to be Toy going up for again, but we're going to switch on over to this barn fight. It's a more important fight still, in my opinion. Chaos missing a couple of shots, but taking out one on Kyle. Dezenite, the duo, getting that kill on Franchise. Praise able to take out Exploits, but it does look like Ronin's going to win this fight, and that's going to leave Toy again. Is this going to happen 2 times in a row?
Yeah, Toys this time, unfortunately, doesn't have the fortune of grabbing that sniper because someone's there to keep him in check. He's going to actually have to back out and reset, but keep in mind here, Boom Shot's going to be pushing. There it is, Chaos with the boom, takes out Toy Soldier. And despite some thematic, some great showing from Toy Soldier, it will be Ronin. And wait, actually, I might have to eat my words here. Franchise and Kyle did a good job of staying alive.
Okay,
job,
so we started to slow down just a little bit because we thought Ronin was going to be able to get away with this with that boom shot, but it is Franchise, the leader of this team, getting that last second break and making things happen. But we're going to see Sleeper. Like I said before, Sleeper is really good with his marks, and he gets the headshot on Praise. You know you can't sit there anymore. Tries to go for one on Franchise, but Fran with a little bit of a wiggle movement, able to get out with that. His life right there.
Yeah, no, Fi and Ronin recognizing, hey, 5-on-4 opportunity. Question here, PR, 5-on-4, do you go for kills? Do you keep taking your numbers advantage, or do you hold this 2-hill setup?
If I'm Ronin, I'm okay with the 2-hill setup, especially since there's a boom shot on the map, and if you overextend, die, you might not necessarily get triple cap, but that's giving away position of the boom shot to Echo Fox.
Yeah, big plays by Soldier right there. I think I agree with that situation. Good job by Sleeper to shut down that push, though, and now, because they were patient and holding that 2-cap setup, they're in a position to take the 3-cap now. Patience is key in this scenario, and here comes the last-ditch effort from Echo Fox to hold this home hill.
A huge flank coming out from Chaos. He's able to get one down, and this is going to be just enough of a distraction for them to push on towards the top side, but as I say that, Sleeper falls, so once again, they're going to escape for just a little bit as Kyle with a huge double kill to keep Echo Fox in this round.
And we missed it last time, but Kyle was actually the player that was able to get a kill on the home hill to keep him alive earlier in this round. Can he get another kill here? He actually gets team killed. Chaos takes out another one, and that is costly. That could be the nail in the coffin here. A 80-point lead right now for Ronin, up 6-3 in this one.
If I'm Ronin, I'm not even scared about my home hill at this point. Even E, as long as they don't triple cap, it's good. But boom shot is coming up, so it does look like it's going to be Echo Fox with the positional advantage and the advantage over the boom shot when it respawns. But 2 members of Ronin are actually pushing up. That's going to be Exploits, 2v1 by Praise and Toy. That's going to be another 2v1. That's going to be adverse. You see the boom shot is up. Once they win this fight, they will have the advantage for the boom shot, and they're going to do exactly that. So it's now up to Echo Fox to win this round.
The Echo Fox special. We talk about it often, down the entire round, but is able to string together a miraculous 3-cap push. It actually isn't even miraculous because they do it so often. Here it comes again. Boom shot in their hands. Praised in the spawn of the other team. He's going to get shut down by Chaos, but Franchise takes out Sleeper. Chaos doing what he can to just stay alive and hold momentum right now.
Boom shot killing one. He does have one more boom shot left, so if I'm Echo Fox, I'm trying to still take it slow. Maybe get some slays, but Chaos with a double kill to save his home hill again. You got to let Kyle go off with that boom shot. You have the best power weapon on the map, and you're letting the man with it in his hands use it. But that is 4 kills from Chaos to save Ronin on this round and keep them alive, and essentially, with an opportunity to close it out.
And boy, has this not been a fun match, PR. It's been plays after plays, double kill after double kill. And in the end, Ronin, with a 10-point lead, is going to take this one, map number 1, in favor of the hometown favorites. They do it, and they're going to make sure that Echo Fox knows, so is the crowd.
I love this crowd. This is one thing I missed, missing last year's Mexico City is I love the crowd. I love the atmosphere. I love people getting hyped and passionate about the game they love. And we need to see more of that, in the North American region. That's something I really want to see. But if you see the crowd, you hear the noise. These guys are here, and they're ready to support their hometown teams. And, this is only Friday.
Oh, Ronin definitely got the crowd fired up. But one thing I would like to point out, can we talk about Toy Soldier? Oh. Can we talk about Toy Soldier? Okay, anybody that ever says again that Toy Soldier is a weak link or needs to be, let off the leash,
Show him this clip. Just show him this match.
That's it.
Show him that clip.
That's it.
That was absolutely amazing. And then, he caught Ronin Chaos slipping.
But here's the thing, though.
Oh,
I love it. I'm all about big plays. But did it matter in the end?
Yeah.
No.
They won the round.
Noted.
I love the plays, though. Of course, it's good to go back and watch that. But in the end, Ronin, what a shocker. outperforming Echo Fox in kills and slaying and initials and strategy and rotations. A great first map for Ronin. But again, if I can say anything about this Echo Fox squad, it is resiliency.
Oh, yes. So was there anything Ronin did that Echo Fox didn't? Was it kills? Was it a particular player?
I think it wasn't so much Ronin, even though they are a really good and talented team that we saw. But you got to wonder what's going on with Solars and Praise. They were slacking the entire game. You had Franchise, Toy, and Kyle all out slaying their Slayers, and that's something that can't happen if you're Echo Fox.
The one thing I would like to point out, you know, using the power weapons, you know, to their potential. We saw Kyle with the boom shot. He didn't maximize on that. How big is it that he has to take advantage of that opportunity?
It's absolutely huge, especially with a weapon like a boom shot. Now, when you place a boom shot, it's going to pull that fight to the map, so you need to win that initial, and that's something that we didn't really see from Echo Fox. Ronin was going in, they were out-slaying those initials, and you got to kind of wonder, the caliber that they're operating at, is it just because of their communication? I mean, individual plays, I have to say, Echo Fox, they were outplayed.
Yes, now map 2, we're going to lift. Is it possible that Chaos and the rest of Ronin upsets Echo Fox here in their hometown?
You know, keep in mind, Lift is Ronin's choice. They're confident in this map. They love Lift. Echo Fox, of course, stopped banning Lift in Season 2 as a result of changing the roster up a bit. But I really think Ronin could start off strong here. I do think we're going to see a Game 3, though. I think Echo Fox is going to bounce back.
Yes, so we will see map 2 between Echo Fox and Ronin. We'll see you guys soon after this video.
Personally, I think I'm gonna try to step my game up, be a better teammate. What makes us more unique than other teams, I feel like we're more organized than other teams, but we still have the ability to, you know, get a lot of kills and play the map very good. So there's a lot of abilities we have when we just mesh into one. I mean, whoever we play, we don't care who you are. If you're player 1, player 2, player 3, we don't care. We're just gonna beat you.
So a lot of confidence from that Echo Fox squad. Do they deserve it after a loss like that, or is it possible that they, you know, pick it up and show everybody why they're a top team in this game?
I still think they are a top team in this game. I think they just had a complete and utter meltdown in map number 1. But you got to question, if that continues into map number 2, are they still the same Echo Fox you've seen?
And you know what? It's possible, but right now, Ronin, I want to talk about Ronin.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, listen, we are in Mexico City with one of the top Latin America teams, and you have this crowd. Now, believe it or not, this crowd, the amount of people, the energy that's in the room, it's going to make you feel hype. You're going to feel confident. And right now, that is what we saw from Ronin. We just saw confidence in their plays, in their shot calling, and it showed.
I've never seen a game with so many big plays like that. Ever,
Seriously, man.
Ever. I mean, the story is, can Toy Soldier continue being consistently just great with the power weapons? And can we see Praise and Franchise step up? Will Ronin run through them? Not sure, but we'll go to map 2 on Lift. Echo Fox against Ronin.
You know, PR, this is what we live for, baby. Echo Fox, got to dig deep, down 1-0 in a completely unexpected upset in map number 1, but it is far but over. Can the Echo Fox squad force a game number 3? Here we go in map number 2.
Jump on board Chaos. He's immediately being that aggressor towards B hill. Usually it's the guy that plays B Street, but it's going to be Chaos this time around. He's going to continue that aggression against Solars, but it does look like the members of Echo Fox on the flip side are trying to push that B Street guy. So each player's got a 2v1 advantage.
And I think what I just saw right there is Kyle completely left the 1v1 against Chaos to flank B Street. I love that decision from Kyle right there. He picks up a kill with his teammates' support, and now it's going to be 3 kills picked up for Echo Fox. They have a 5v2 advantage. I want to see them take it.
And they got the double home hills because Franchise with a huge double kill on that side of the map, you know, basically gave up free seed. So now while Ronin goes to rotate towards A, that's where Echo Fox is going to threaten B. So you got to win this fight at B, essentially, since you're giving up the one advantage you have, and that's 2 hills.
Yep, and this is the Echo Fox we're used to seeing. Look at the rotations that come through. As soon as the A hill starts getting pressured, Echo Fox rotates over towards B side, but they're content with this 2 hill setup. They got themselves a huge cushion, 40-point lead right now for Echo Fox. They're going to hold this 2 hill setup, and they're going to do well.
Yep, as you see, one thing I always preach here when I'm watching Lift is game room control, arcade control, whatever you want to call that area. You know, different teams call it different things. This is the most crucial spot in the game. As you see, two members of Echo Fox are going to hold it down, and this is where anybody capping the hill or trying to break it is going to get full red. As you see, Exploits, full red, Sleeper down. He's going to get taken out. Now it's going to be up to Exploits to try and do what he can. Takes him out. So that's 2 kills for the side of Ronin. Exploits going for a third one, and this is probably why they call this kid an online kid. He is bouncing around, making Echo Fox look like fools.
Oh, huge plays from Exploits right there. No reason he should have survived, but not only did he survive, he picked up a kill. He was able to value his life and maintain his life. But Franchise is saying, look, kid, welcome to the Gears Pro Circuit. I've been here before. He picks up a double kill. Sleeper gets taken out as well. Huge plays from unarguably the most historic player in Gears history, Franchise, the captain of this team.
You know, what we just saw is something I see from Echo Fox on numerous maps. They pretend like they're going to give up position on that home hill, so that way when Ronin or whoever they're playing against rotates their numbers away, they do that last second late push right back to where they were, and it catches so many teams off guard.
Well, I'm looking at Fran right now on this webcam. I'm seeing him calm, but I'm seeing him a little bit angry that his team just got embarrassed in map number 1. And man, what a performance from Fran. I think he already has 6+ kills in round number 1. Franchise is going to lead by example like we're used to seeing him do. 6 kills already, 2 downs, 1.2K points. Good start from Franchise.
Yep, and like I said before, I want to see the rest of the members of Xbox pick it up. But if Franchise can pick up that slack for them, you know, I think that could, you know, give them enough time until the members of Xbox are picking it up, and that's going to be Solars and Praise. But, you know, you mentioned Toy before. You know, he's going to need to be consistent as well.
Yeah, Toy Soldier right now. The beast ready to get loose, and actually Kyle's going to get taken out by Desnat early on. Dezo picks up a double. Solars gets taken out as well. And look at Ronin completely bypassing that B hill. They're flying for home and aways. They recognize the importance of pushing the opposite hill.
This means nothing, but I got to question Desnat's Lancer right now. Is that a show of disrespect, or is that a show of respect against Echo Fox? I don't know, but Toy taking him out, saying that's my Lancer, you're going to give it to me, as Chaos taking out Toy right after. And this is a weird spot for Chaos, because you can still get hit from spawn, but I don't know if Solars knows that.
Recap dominations, and all coming out of these smokes. Nice smokes here. Chaos staying sneaky. He takes out one on right hand. Praise has to watch out for it. Praise actually just going to completely bypass. Smart play. It is going to be Critical Kyle that picks up a double kill to keep his team alive. Praise just overextends the fight, and that is what Praise does best. The mid-round decision making from the Season 1 MVP and Gears of War Ultimate Edition shows right there, and Echo Fox is able to bounce back.
Yeah, as you see, it's back and forth, and Ronin does have the lead. They have a little bit more of, you know, comfort in them. As you see, they're going to try and rotate back, maybe play that double home setup. And if you are going to commit to that double home setup, you need at least 3 members over there, maybe 1 or 2 inside of the game room, 1 outside. That way, anybody going for a break or a cap on the home is just going to be 4 points in doubt almost immediately.
Smart play right here to push Solars and spawn completely by himself. Solars should have just backed out the reset, knowing he was getting flamed. But actually, no, his teammate Toy Soldier is going to support him. So a great rotation. Good job by Echo Fox to catch the 2v1. They tried catching him off guard right there, taking a little bit of a power play, and Echo Fox is all over it.
Yeah, but see, Franchise holding it. Ronin basically is the team that needs to make this move, and it's going to be Franchise and another member in the game room, like I said, anchoring it down, and it does look like Ronin might actually play for, you know, kind of a double home push. But as long as Echo Fox has both arcades, it's going to be an uphill battle for Ronin.
And look at the point difference right now. Echo Fox currently playing as the COG team, but down about 20 points. That's going to flip here, especially if they keep picking up kills like the way that they're doing. 5-on-3 now, and you wonder, PR, 5-on-3 advantage. Do you take your numbers? I think it's exactly what Echo Fox wants to do. Kyle gets himself a nice 1v1 opportunity, making a 2v1 against Chaos. But Chaos going to get shut down by Franchise, and now Echo Fox going for the 3-cap. They got to watch that home hill, though, because Ronin could easily come off the spawn and take that home hill.
Yep, as you see, C being decapped, B is in favor of Echo Fox, so 1 for 1, but A is also being decapped, so everything is decapped. Franchise is going to be able to get B. Praise showing Exploits, I'm a better warrior than you, as he takes him out, and now they're going to try and defend up top as Toy Soldier taking out Sleeper, so Praise, he just needs to play his life at this point. As he's doing that, he's going to take out Chaos, so there's 5 dead for Ronin, and Echo Fox climbing back in, showing some life, and could this be a part of the momentum shift that Echo Fox needs to propel themselves to victory?
And Echo Fox is doing everything right now. Simply, they are all firing up. Praise is stepping up and playing incredibly well. Toy Soldier's getting huge kills when it matters. Kyle, talk about that double kill. Kyle was able to pick up a great individual performance from Echo Fox, and that transferred easily to great team performance. They're rotating really well, shooting for each other, and we're seeing a different Echo Fox here in map number 2. This is exactly what we predicted.
Yep, and Ronin, it's almost, you're in the rounds until you lose. And I hate to say something like that because it's like, duh, but you're winning most of these rounds until you just lose them.
Well said. 8 kills right now for Franchise. 3 downs, leading the way. Praise stepping up here, map number 2. Kyle with 7 kills right behind them. Meanwhile, not one person has broken 5 on the Ronin side. So outslaying right now is Echo Fox, and sometimes it really just comes down to the kill category in these maps.
Yep. And a lot of people say it's a game of goons, and Ronin showing it might be just that, as their 2 Slayers are performing better than the Echo Fox's Slayers. Let's see here.
Still looking at Solars here with 2 kills. We're used to him being former Optic Gaming beast as one of the top 5 players in the game, especially early on in Gears 4, but it's going to be Franchise and Critical Pal that keep leading the way.
You know, what I do like about this Echo Fox squad, even though, you know, we're saying their Slayers aren't performing as well, Fran and Kyle are stepping it up.
Yep. Completely agreed. I mean, I'm looking at them right now. I'm looking at Kyle specifically. He's playing, I mean, really, and Lift on Reclaim too, I think he played incredibly well. Huge performance right now from him. It's going to be Solars looking for that M-bar headshot, not able to connect just yet. Need to watch his flank here against Dezo, especially because he's tagged up now.
A really good awareness, though. Like, a second longer of not paying attention, you go down right there. And he does get the counter, actually. I thought that was a huge play by, you know, that member of Ronin, but Solars, with the help of Praise, able to counteract that one. Remember, it's stuck in their dead zone, so 2 missed shots by Solars, but he gets the 3rd headshot on Chaos, and that's going to lead to another triple kill round for Echo Fox. So it's 3-0 over Ronin. So maybe we're seeing why they decided to ban Impact instead of Lift.
This is the Praise we're used to seeing right now. He's got an angry man. Good performance from him in this map so far. You see Kyle get up and give his teammate and his roommate Praise. Nice little fist saying, we're back, baby. Boom shot plays, though. Here we go. Ronin getting desperate, or do you think this is the right decision?
I've seen them do this since season 1. Back in the first event, Columbus, back when they were known as Splice, I've seen them put boom shots and run 5 over there. I've seen them put boom shots and run 4. They're going to decide to do the 4 this time around because somebody needs to do that 1v1 for the invite.
Actually, it looks like they're sending 1 mid, 4 over to the other side. So easy cap on that B hill for Echo Fox, but they have a 5v4 disadvantage, but it's not going to matter because Franchise and Kyle are basically 2 people right now. Franchise picks up the boom shot, picks up another one. That's 4 dead for Ronin. Last member alive is spotted. It's going to be a 1 versus 1 for Solars at that B hill. Reinforcements are coming.
Yeah, but Solars going to take that 1v1. Yes, he is. So they're going to get control of B. So Exploits, in my opinion, going the wrong way there for a moment. They need to double team their home hill, and Adverse just not quick enough. So, you know, a little bit of decision making, a mishap there on the side of Exploits, maybe, you know, first event type thing. You're gonna have that little bit of a jitters, but Echo Fox, you know, this making me think, was map 1 just Ronin, you know, coming out hot and Echo Fox wasn't warmed up, or was, you know, Echo Fox finally, you know, in it to win it, and Ronin, it had a fluke map.
Well said, this is the Echo Fox we're used to seeing, that's for sure. You got Mario and Luigi on the far left and far right of the Echo Fox squad. Of course, both were wearing the hat earlier. Did you see the hat?
Oh, yes.
We pulled up Mario and Luigi hat.
Praised in Kyle.
I'd love to see that friendship develop, man. They're best friends, and they're showing how well they're playing together right now. Popping off is this entire Echo Fox squad.
You see Marks is going down, so 4 over to each side, and then 1 person playing middle for each team. That's going to be Adverse. Focusing too much on that Marks. He gets flanked by Praise. So big plays by Praise. Gets another one. He's actually really patient. That's something I like watching Praise over the year. He's so patient. He's not like that sped that you're used to seeing that are mashing their A button. He's just calm, cool, collected, hits the shots he needs to hit, and then this is the result of it. At 5 straight rounds from Echo Fox.
And they're making it look way too easy right now as this Echo Fox squad, man.
And the look on Praise's face, like, what are these guys doing? We lost the first map to them, but you got to wonder what's going on the Ronin side this time around. This was their map pick, so each team actually, you know, essentially, you know, losing or going down in their map pick.
Yep. And we've seen it ever since Paris. We've seen this Ronin squad. It's so interesting. The definition of hot and cold. When they're hot, they play so well, but when they're cold, they just can't get it in them to bring it back. It's one or the other with this Ronin squad, and you want to see some more consistency, especially if you want to be a consistent top 3 team.
Yep. You see, once again, boom shot round. That shock down there doesn't really mean anything since it doesn't open up for the first 30 seconds of the round. So 4v4 going out here towards that boom shot. That's going to be Adverse once again grabbing that mark. So, but is he going to do the same mistake he made last time? That was tunnel vision with it.
Nice shot right there, getting the revive in was Dezo. He takes out 1, gets the meat shield, hits a nice melee, and there you go. Ronin finally showing just a little bit of life here as they get 4 straight kills. Playing aggressive right now. Last number alive is Kyle, misses the shot that needed to connect, and he's going to get taken out as well.
Yeah, but at round number 6, you know, 20-second respawns with 5 dead and a boom shot. This is Ronin's, you know, first round. But you know what they always say, you know, the first round is always the hardest.
That's true. I mean, hey, we saw it in Dallas. 5-0, Echo Fox was up. Optic Gaming brought it back and won 7-5. definitely don't think we'll ever see that again, but hey, I could be proven wrong right now. Ronin, you got to step up here in the second half.
Yep. With things resetting here in Escalation, round number 7 is usually a reset round. Everything's wiped off the map, the hills swapped to each side, and the respawn timers are back down to 10 seconds. So this could be the reset that Ronin needs.
And some teams just perform flat out better in the second half. Look at the kills, though. Gosh, just hit the 5-kill mark was Dezenide. They really got to step up in the slaying category if they want to make it happen. So we got different strats, though. 2 over to E-Hill for Ronin, only 1 for Echofox.
We see they get the early downs by Echo Fox, and that's going to be Solar's pushing up. Usually you see them kind of do a 2v2 towards flat side, but once you get that first down, you push across, you try and get it, read down them, do whatever you have to, and that's going to be Solar's pushing up, getting the kill. And now he has Dezenite full red, and maybe he knows a couple of little nerd angles. He's trying to shoot under the pipe. I know on Foundation you could do something similar.
Yep, Solar's able to back out and reset, get his health back there. Good decision by him, as Echo Fox does have 2 hills to 1. And I like, honestly, outstratted right there. Echo Fox calls the 4 over, rotates immediately, catches them off guard, is able to get a nice little 40-point lead. I like the strat call by Franchise, the captain of this team.
Yep, and you see Dezenite backing out of the control room. There's no weapon there, no need to die there, but he's going to maybe try and fake it out and just keep moving back and forth until his team comes out with an idea. And it does look like they're going to overextend towards their home mills. Solar take it down, so I do believe that's only 1 Echo Fox member on that side of the map physically to try and defend it. But with the crossfire coming out from Echo Fox, we could see Toy Soldier go off. I want to see a little bit of checkout plat Toy Soldier. If he can get a huge triple kill here, that could be the nail in the coffin for Ronin.
Yep. Toy, though, is going to put some shots on the Ronin squad. It's going to be Ronin that's back in the fight. Toy getting a good angle here, hitting some great shots, checks his back, and it's going to be just a reign of terror on this Ronin side right now. Look at the Toy movement, man. No movement in the game like Toy's, that's for sure.
Yep, I really thought he was going to die there. He looked around for a second, and he knew somebody was going to come behind him, and that's where he was able to stay safe. He knew he had a good angle, but what's good an angle if you're going to die immediately afterwards?
Well said. Toy, though, only 42 seconds left, about 4 deaths in this one. Good start from him.
And normally you kind of see things slow down until both members, or the members of each team spawn, but that's going to be Chaos being taken down early. Adverse across the map gets that kill on Kyle, so that's going to be Toy Soldier in a 1v2, but 1 member is down. And that's where he's going to keep it going. He's full red, taken out finally, so that's going to be Exploit, saving his teammates' life. So essentially a 3v1 here on Solar's. Ronin, they're going to try and cross him out, and they're going to use their numbers advantage. It's going to be exactly that. And as long as Ronin continues to use their numbers advantage, I see them being able to come back into this one, but at the same time, Echo Fox, they've been hot this entire time, so it might not be enough to take out this Echo Fox squad as they down Fran and not able to get the kill. But if I'm Fran, you got to let him die. You got to let Praise die. Do whatever you can to save him, but you don't die for him, as Dezenide cleaning up that kill on Praise. So Franchise doing a great rotation, able to get that kill, so they do win off 1. So if I'm Echo Fox, I'm going to try and play to just cross and Ronin out. We know they're going to come and try and make a push, and so just be ready.
Yep, well said. Echo Fox in a good position to close this one out here, but here comes the Ronin push. F-Hill is what it comes down to. All eyes on this push right now. Ronin pushes up. They're going to get the break, revive chain, but look at the Echo Fox Lancer cross. They don't even get a revive off. That's how strong it is, and Echo's going to close this one out. Wow, that's what Echo does so incredibly well, is they're crossing, their team firing at his next level, and it shows here. They go up 6-1.
Yep, I'm at a loss for words for this Ronin squad. You said it. When they're hot, they're hot. When they're cold. And they are just coming out ice cold right now. And Echo Fox is coming out hot. So, and you see the change of atmosphere in these cameras as well. More talkative Echo Fox as they're winning. And then you see on the flip side, they're kind of questioning what's going wrong. But if I'm them, I'm not talking about necessarily what's going wrong, but what we need to do better.
Yeah. And honestly, I know it might sound crazy. On to the next map. At this point, you're down 6-1. Of course, rather than arguing, focusing on the past, I think you should start focusing forward. Obviously, try and do what you can on this map to bring it back if you can, but try and have that short-term memory. Don't let this affect you further than it is in just this moment, and short-term memory in this one.
So Ronin just choosing to put those shocks down is another thing where it's like it's not a weapon you're going to be able to pick up right away, but it could be effective later on in these rounds. Is a little bit of off the break, downing him, but neither member from either team is going to be able to capitalize on that.
Cast now, nice smoke on Solar. He's able to push that. Decides he doesn't like what he sees. He's going to back out and reset. And now it's going to be 1 kill apiece. Ronin with the slight advantage in numbers, but Franchise picks up a headshot. Make that a double kill for Franchise, the Venezuelan sensation himself. Can he get the triple? Yes, he does. Franchise with 16 kills and 10 downs has gone huge, right alongside that other guy at the bottom of your screen. That's Critical Kyle. Huge plays from both of them. That's a 3-cap, and that is the map. Great job by Echo Fox, showing that resiliency, the tenacity to fight back. Down but never out as this Echo Fox squad. I respect it tremendously.
And if you sub to Franchise, I better see that can't happen emote in the chat.
I love it. Huge plays right there. Praise is getting into it, starting to feel himself. Franchise playing incredibly well as well. We are going to a map number 3 here. I'm joined back by Veli and Cleaner. You guys had a chance to witness a pounding from Echo Fox right there.
It was amazing. You know what? That's not something that we were kind of talking about earlier, right? Echo Fox, sometimes they just have to get their steam and get the momentum, and that's what we saw. We saw winning a lot in the initials, winning the 1v1s, and right there at the end we see Fran getting a 3-piece. You know, they have that team fire, they have the communication. We definitely, it was almost night and day. They switched roles between Reclaimed and Lift, I feel.
Oh yeah, it's definitely exciting to see. Okay, Franchise, he has 16 kills. He had more kills than Chaos and Exploits together. Echo Fox, they found out what they needed to do, which was team shooting, team fight. They played for each other. Franchise, Tori, everybody played to the best of their abilities. What's it looking like for map 3? What are you guys predicting?
Man, this Echo Fox squad is steamrolling. I predicted Echo Fox early on. I think it's a 2-1 Echo Fox. I'm staying with that prediction. I think Echo Fox is going to take this 2-1 based on the momentum they just gained.
Yes. So with Ronin here, you know, they have the hometown advantage. Map 1, they showed that they could keep up with Echo Fox, but is this going to be a repeat of Dallas, where when they played against Ghost, they did extremely well one map, and it was like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing? Are they just going to fall off again, or do you think they have a chance to stay strong and take Echo Fox out?
Now, I think they do have a chance to stay strong, but whether or not they're going to come out over Echo Fox, I don't think it's in the cards. But I think Ronin, they do have the potential to really turn up this match, and, you know, it might be close. If they play like they were playing on Reclaim, it's absolutely possible that we maybe find ourselves, you know, 6-6 at the end of this.
Yes, map 1, Echo Fox lost pretty bad. Franchise, he rallied the troop. Everyone stayed positive. We saw the praise that we've learned to love. He was excited. He was aggressive. We all loved it. But it all came down to the in-game leader, PR. How important is Franchise to that team as a leader?
He's a solid rock, because even when these teams are going down on themselves, Franchise is like, it's okay, guys, we can do this. And then he starts to bring them back in one by one into this matchup. And that's something I admire about Franchise, because not only he's that in-game leader, that he's that rock that they need when his Slayers or anybody on his team are slacking just a little bit, he's picking up the slack for them.
Cool, calm, and collected. You don't find many leaders like Fran nowadays.
Yes, and after a loss like that, what does Ronin need to do to get back in the game? Does Chaos need to step it up?
You know, what I'm doing in this situation, I'm literally standing up, huddling as a team, and making sure everyone knows, forget that map. I want to see leadership right now. You know, with Identity's leading the squad, Chaos kind of emerged as that leader. I want to see him get vocal. I want to see him motivate his team and say, look, we handled them with ease in map number 1. We know we can do it. Let's do it again here in map number 3. Forget that map. Let's start strong. Let's close this one out.
Now, on the other side, if you're Franchise, what are you telling your team? Are you going to overlook these guys, or are you still going to look at them as a threat, as you would Optic?
I think they're still going to look at him as a threat, but they're going to analyze it and kind of move in a little bit more cautiously. You know, they were aggressive on Lift, and it actually worked out for them. They're winning some of the initials and the team fights, and I think more importantly, what kind of played out is that they're 1v1s. Like, they're situations where they find themselves in a clutch moment, they're coming out on top. So I think they're a little bit more collected. I think maybe they're kind of warmed up, and
they're going to come out swinging. So map 3, we're going to Harbor. Harbor is a big map. You have a lot of space to run around. This is great for Ronin to come back with Chaos and Exploits. They're able to run free. You know, you have more freedom on this map. Can they actually do that, or is Echo Fox's team fire just going to be too much? What are your predictions for this tiebreaker map?
I think they can do it. I'm still going to have to give it to Echo Fox.
Okay.
You know, the roster and the team, the momentum, once they get their momentum, they're a force to be reckoned with. Ronin, we are on the home turf, you know, but looking at the cards, gonna have to give it to Echo Fox.
PR, what's on your mind? What is going to be the X factor this map?
I mean, it's gonna come down to basically the Slayers, in my opinion, because you can't go into a map number 3 slacking any little bit. But I do think Echo Fox is gonna be able to pull this one out. But, you know, this has been a lot closer than I thought.
It's pretty factual that Echo Fox has the Slayers, but Ronin, you know, they're the underdogs. They do things that we're not used to seeing because they don't scrim American teams that much. So with that being said, I mean, I'm looking forward to them actually, you know, taking Echo Fox down the line. Fallout, do you think we're going to come down to a 6-6 for the bread?
Oh, I wish, man. That would be the dream, that's for sure. I don't know if it'll be that close, but I think what Ronin needs to do is get momentum on their side. You saw how big of a factor the crowd had in map number 1. They started strong, they played really well, had some nice flashy kills. The crowd started getting into it, and they steamrolled momentum after the fact. I want to see Ronin start strong. I think it's possible in a map like Harbor.
Yes, so Echo Fox, they're a team that can, you know, they can tough it out, you know, round by round. If, you know, if they're down by 5, they can catch up to that. Ronin seems to be more of a momentum-based team coming into this last map, Cleaner. Are they going to have to change things up and take it round for round? What would you tell them if you were the in-game leader?
Listen, you worry, it's one step at a time, all right? You're not looking towards the end of the map. You're looking towards the next round. Absolutely. It's going to be round by round. All right, guys, this is what we need to do for this round. You win, forget everything. This is what we need to do for this round. And you just walk it. All right, you need to learn to walk before you can run. And if they move it slow, methodically, we could definitely see some rounds coming from Ronin.
Yes, and with a map like Harbor, we're bound to see an M-bar or a sniper placement. On Echo Fox, I mean, you have Toy Soldier, you have Franchise, you have Soldiers. They can all snipe. They're great. Yep. On Ronin's side, they can use those power weapons as well. And when it comes to that, who do you think has an advantage? Because power weapons are really big on this map.
Now, you know what? In Dallas, I just want to point out, Chaos absolutely went off. I mean, they had teams, they were removing and blocking M-Bar just so Chaos will not get it in his hands. You know, it's a little bit easier. Echo Fox, they're more, you know, versatile with the power weapon players.
Yes.
But I will say that Chaos is a force to be reckoned with. If he picks up that M-Bar, I want to jump. I want to be able to see what he's going to do with it.
So the winner of this map right here in the series, ultimately, they're going to have a lead in the pool. Do you think that this is going to set the tone for the rest of the pool and the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the big matchup we've all been waiting for and watching. Of course, Vanquish in that pool is another team you cannot underestimate by any means. You know, it's a tough call to say if the winner of this match wins the pool. I think Echo Fox is the clear favorite to win the pool regardless. We also don't know what the result of the Ronin versus Vanquish match was. That, of course, can help determine it. But Echo Fox, of course, wants to continue their tradition of dominating pool play. They've, I think, only lost 1 or 2 maps, if even that, in pool play ever. If even that, so I think they want to continue the 3-0 domination in pools.
Yes, so here at the Gears Pro Circuit, Mexico City Open, we're going to the tiebreaker game, Echo Fox against Ronin.
Here we go. Game number 3. This is what we live for as a player, as a caster. We love these matches, and we can only pray that it goes into a round 13. We got the best crowd in the game behind us. PR, what can we expect here at Harbor in map number 3?
I expect, you know, a lot of aggressive fights towards up top and towards Wench, so, you know, the standard gameplay. But if there does happen to be a weapon placement up top, I kind of want to see what Desanite's going to be able to do with Franchise getting first blood on Desanite. So, you know, maybe Desanite is one of those front spawns that go up top for the weapon instead of, you know, play Winch.
And look at the change-up in Echo Fox. Franchise playing Winch. Interesting call right there to put Franchise in a clutch spot to make the plays. He, of course, trusts his gameplay so well, and it showed right there in round number 1. That is an adjustment from the past of seeing Praise and Toy Soldier play that spot.
Yeah, but you see they immediately get control of the up top fight. They get that Wench control, and that's going to be Franchise laying down fire, so that pushes Ronin outside of that positional advantage. And now it's going to be up to Ronin to try and make things happen, whether it's a push up top or a push towards B, but Desanite's going to make that happen initially as he takes out Franchise. He's going to be a chaos.
Wow.
Being the aggressor, but taken out by Praise.
Yeah, huge play by Praise. He's full red right there. Most players would have backed out and ran away for their lives, but that goes to show the comedy that Praise has in those situations. Cool, calm, and collected. He's able to take out one.
Yep, and normally, you know, earlier in these 10-second respawns, sometimes it does tend to slow down, but as I say, that Praise with a great smoke from one of his teammates, pushing up, taking out Desanite in a little bit of a 1v1. It's actually going to be a 2v2, Franchise and Praise. Praise taking out one, and they're going to be able to down Sleeper and get a big double kill, so this gives them advantage over that boat, so it's going to be up to Exploits to either stay alive or come up clutch. Is he going to be able to do it? No, he is not, so even though Echo Fox already has B controls, this is where we're going to swarm and put pressure on that helmet.
And if I'm Ronin right now, I'm scared for one reason. It's this man Praise. When he gets heated up, it is hard to stop him. And you just saw some great gameplay from him. putting shots in for his teammates, hitting every shot, hitting all of his wall bounces, and strong movement from Praise as well. A great showing in round number 1, and this Echo Fox squad is continuing to roll here. Choche, the coach of this team, trying to figure out what's not working.
Marks at M-Bar Sniper is what the common thing is. Once again, I talk about this so much about putting the X early on in the rounds because you could have just lost the round because of a simple small fight or a simple small mistake that won't happen in the next round. So throwing away that X early on, it to me is just moving too fast.
Yep, well said. And look at that, Franchise with 4 kills. I want to see how he plays that front spawn here. We're going to stay on board with him. Look at the strats for both teams. Should be mirrored strategies. 2 over towards that winch. Here comes the push. Franchise can play the same spot. He gets there a second early because that front spawn as well. He had the first shot. Now he's going to get shut down because the smokes were not in his favor. Good delayed smoke right there from Ronin's going to pay off.
Yep, and Franchise and Echo Fox only threw 1 smoke for him on that win side. So smart plays trying to take the numbers advantage. It looked like it to be a 2v2 up top. The slaying duo Ronin versus what could be, partially a slaying duo from Echo Fox. Toy getting a kill, Praise taken out, so it's another 1v1. But Toy just needs to stay alive long enough. But he doesn't even need the help of Fran, as you saw Fran there on the side coming up to help him.
Yeah, big plays from Toy Soldier right there. Double kill. And Toy showing in his rarest of forms. Good plays from him. And now Echo Fox holds the 2-cap again, as Solars has been playing a nice very rotation heavy towards that B hill, supporting Kyle in that 1v1. Not that he needs support, given how he's been playing so far.
Yep, and once again, I talk about it's slowing down just a little bit, but it's only momentarily until these teams get their 5 up and then they push up together. That's going to be Praise with great defense, taking out Desanide on their push up top. So he's shooting through smokes. He knows he has somebody hurt, and he's just going to keep on shooting, not necessarily pulling out a weapon, just in case they do a little bit of switchback, as you saw Chaos try and do just there.
Chaos going to get taken out. Sleeper down as well. Franchise trying to stay alive right now. Down's going to come through, but they're all going to get shut down. By all, I mean Ronin. Every single member of Ronin dead, but Exploits right now. Exploits able to take out Toy Soldier. He goes down as well, and here comes the 3-cap domination. The Echo Fox domination continues. Wow.
And it kind of makes me wonder, was map 1 just a warm-up?
Seriously, for this Echo Fox team?
It was their first match of the day.
Ronin was coming off a match.
A match against Vanquish, exactly just that. So maybe Ronin was a little warmed up. Echo Fox came out cold. But you see Praise right there just getting a double kill, and I do believe he has 7 in just 2 rounds, which, that's like, 3 big kills around. And people don't realize 3 might be a small number overall, but if you're averaging 3-4 kills each round, that could come down to 28 kills, 30 kill bombs, and that's something we needed to see out of them in map number 1 that we're seeing here.
Well said. Praise leading the way with 7. 2 downs, 13 seconds. That maybe goes to show PR when Praise and Solars aren't playing well. Does this Echo Fox team kind of fall with them? Do they rely or really lean on the domination of Praise to pick them up and elevate and play well?
You got to question was that the case? Because we see them play well and lift. They win the map convincingly, and you see them playing well here, and it does look like they have a 2-0 lead. But that's going to be Desanide getting a huge double kill on Fran and Toy to open up round number 3, and now he sets his eyes on Praise. Is it going to be a triple kill? Yes, it is, and Desanide showing why he's an X factor for this team.
Oh, huge plays from Dezo. Arguably #1 player in the Latin American region now that Identiv, of course, no longer plays in that region, competing in the American side of things. Dezo's has definitely had to step up in a big way with the loss of Identivs. And despite that, Echo Fox is able to hold on to their home health.
Leading up to this season 2, people question is Ronin better without Identivs? Because that's forcing everyone else to step it up just that much more. And if they continue to come back into this game, I'm going to agree. Maybe they are better without Identivs. Not saying Identivs.
I think he tried downing his teammate, picked him up real quick.
That's something Echo Fox loves to do, but without proper communication, you got to think, why even go for that?
Yeah. Now Franchise needs to make a play. Toy Soldier is down. Fran's going to hit some great shots, but the stun's going to come through. He's going to get taken out, and there's the Ronin momentum that we saw on map number 1. But Echo Fox has been doing a good job just sustaining that momentum and deflecting it in a major way. Even though Ronin's gotten so many kills this round, they've not been able to close out the 3-cap.
And if you're wondering why Franchise was stunned and Sleeper was not, that was because Sleeper picked up a last-second meat shield. So as soon as he picked up the meat shield, the smoke went off, and instead of getting stunned, it immediately dropped the meat shield, and that's why he had to jump on Franchise.
Yep. So lead right now, 50 points in favor of Ronin. Toy Soldier with the head-down kill over Exploits. Look at the team fire that comes through to down Adverse. And now Echo Fox standing still as Solars for a second. Maybe click the buy guide button or something. And Adverse might get up, but barely. gets up to his death.
Yeah, I'm sitting here wondering, like, Solars, was it a controller disconnect?
Yeah,
was it
I know,
middle
right?
button? Did he try and record a play? You got to make sure that's communicated. And I do think it was communicated very well for these guys. You saw somebody come out of nowhere and try and help Solars, but it's going to be chaos, getting 2 kills on Franchise and Kyle. And in 1v1 against Toy, and Toy just pistoling him down. He knew he was already red. And if you have the meat shield, you kind of want to, like, wiggle and move your head, maybe even aim up. That way they don't get clear headshots. And you saw Toy get on chaos right there.
Look at the patience for Praise right there. Unfortunately, misses the one shot. He's going to get the down right after. Praise now full, ready to back out of danger and stay alive. I like the sneaky plays from Praise, but now they're down by 60 points. They got to go for a 3-cap domination, and it's going to have to be led by Praise and a couple of kills strung together. Echo Fox loves to do this down the entire round. Praise pushes up, tries to bait the shot, takes out one. It all comes down to these last few kills here. Chaos taking out Franchise, and now Praise full red somehow outstrays Dezo, and all hills are about to be broken. 3-cap is coming in for Echo Fox, and can they do it again? The 3-cap Echo Fox special hits Ronin, and it hits Ronin hard. How do they manage to pull these rounds out of nowhere?
You know, you got to wonder if Praise dies there when he was full red. Does that triple cap come out? Or does Ronin, because you saw them come off spawn, and even Praise killed a second one after staying alive. So Praise should have died, but he stays alive, gets his health back, gets 2 kills, and then forces the triple cap for Echo Fox.
Such huge plays. That round would not have happened if he didn't stay sneaky, if he didn't pick up that first kill, if he choked the one-shot 1v1 when he was full red against Dezo. I mean, everything went well because Praise does everything well, simply. He's one of the best players in Gears history at this point, given his dominance in Gears 3, Gears Ultimate Edition, and now Gears 4.
Yep, I remember watching Praise when he first started. No one really gave him credit going into those NJ Halos, and he worked his way up. He's another story in this Gears esports scene of somebody working hard, determined to make it to the top, and actually succeeding.
Yep. A great story. Coming from the Bronx, him amongst many Gears of War players. There's something in the water up there, PR. I don't know what it is.
Yep, I agree 100%. As Toy's another example of it as well. You know, and to me, I'm kind of questioning, if I'm Ronin, why haven't I put a weapon up top to change the fight yet?
Yeah, I completely agree with that. 3-0 right now is the score. Sure, Ronin got to change something up. Franchise hitting some great shots. Oh, no. Can he finish? I feel like he's hit every shot at this point. There you go. Finally going to get the down on Chaos. And now Toy Soldier takes out Dezo as well. Good start here from Echo Fox. Keep in mind, we got 16-second player respawn timer, so if I'm Echo, I'm playing with aggression.
Yeah, but you see just that, Franchise getting that kill and immediately pushing towards Ronin's side of the hills. Ronin did get beat, but as soon as you get control of that winch and then even threaten nerds at home, you got to go back for the hill. You got to make things happen. And they look lost right now, Fallout. If I got to say that myself, they look lost. They don't even look like the team we've seen in map number 1. They look like something, you know.
It's a completely different team for both Ronin and Echo Fox. You know, again, I don't know if it was necessarily what Ronin's doing wrong, but what Echo Fox started doing so incredibly well, starting in map number 2, you can tell they warmed up. Sometimes you come off a little bit slow. You don't play a match here. Yes, you could be on main stage warming up at King of the Hills, but nothing compares to playing in matches, getting in the zone, getting your adrenaline up. And I think it's Echo Fox Squad is a different beast when they do exactly that.
I'm calling it right now. Detonite is going to go up top. He's going to either go for a quick pick or a quick shot on the other guy that's going to be right across from him, which could be Franchise.
I think we get a Ronin chant started. I might be mishearing things, but
it did sound like a
looks
little
like
bit of a
trying to
Ronin
give him
chant.
some life. The
Yeah,
crowd.
exactly just that. But I want to jump on board Detonite as soon as possible to see if my predictions come true.
Yeah, let's give some life to love and life to Ronin right now. Boomshot's going to be grabbed by Franchise, though. You cannot allow that quick pick to happen. Now Franchise is really just going to be slim pickings for him.
Yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I just predicted the wrong player going in for that quick pick. But this is something both of these teams actually like to do. They throw that smart towards from the home hill, and that lands right above their steps. As Franchise missing his first boom, missing the second one. So a little bit of ill-advised booms as Praise is taken out by Detonite. That's going to force Franchise to back up. He doesn't even have a shotgun, so this could be Detonite's fight. You know he wasted the boom shot, and he exactly just that. You know he wasted the boom shot. You see him shoot a Lancer, so that is pushable.
Yeah, he knows he's dead after that. So that's why he goes to the cheeky chainsaw. Franchise gets taken out. A couple of ill-advised booms. Completely agree. You got to connect for those boom shot kills, but see if his teammates can pick up slack. Kyle won the 1v low side, so they were in a perfect position to win this round, but good plays by Detonite up high side. Oh my gosh.
That is classic Praise right there, what he loves to do, and I even think Icy likes to do that as well. He's going to kind of stop. He's going to walk at you slowly, and as soon as you shoot your shot, he's moving in, getting that chunk shot, and backing right out.
Yep, Praise and Icy, of course, play each other in 1v1s all the time. Something tells me they taught each other that. Very similar play styles in that regard. He almost stood still, and he's like, hey, take the shot. It's all yours.
And that's something you see a lot of players start to do. You may be adopting it from these players. They hold their shot, wait for the other person to go, and then that's where they make their up A's or their quick chunk shots.
Yeah, that was textbook right there. Sleefer now. Only 4 kills for Sleefer in this one. for him to step up. Dezo's going to take out Franchise. Sleeper and Toy in a 1v1. Toy's not going to entertain it.
Yeah, it's slowing down just a little bit. Ronin does have 2 hills, so they're not going to be the aggressors. But as I say, it's slowing down. That's because Echo Fox is actually trying to push towards the other team's home hill. That's 3 members dead for Ronin. I know one of them's coming off respawn. That's Adverse, and somebody's sneaking their home, and that's Exploits. So you got to wonder, is this going to be a defense, or is this going to be an Echo Fox offense? As 2 members die from Ronin, no one's in position to get that break. So 5 straight rounds on the side of Echo Fox, and they are running away with this one.
Look at the stats. I think it's Praise leading the way. In the kills category, he has stepped up in a huge way, especially this map. We'll check out those stats in just a moment. But you see the Ronin squad completely deflated. Where is the team that has Dezo standing up, and pounding on his chest in hype and energy? You got to get that going in some way, shape, or form. Performance is significantly impacted when you have happiness, positivity, optimism, and energy. I want to see some of that from this Ronin squad.
You know, I'm going to predict it one more time. Dezenite's going to go for the quick pick or the chunk. Maybe he realized Echo Fox is doing that same exact thing. And in order to counter that, you need to do it yourself. So either both players are going to get stunned, or both players going to, somebody's going to come out a victor up top with a kill.
Yep, and you never show a lot of love to the 1v1 players, but you have seen Kyle win the 1v1 almost every single round on low side. It's going to be a trade on high side this time around. And now Chaos staying patient against Praised.
Yeah, exactly. You saw Franchise do it the round before, Dezenite doing it this round, and they actually mirrored each other almost exactly, which resulted in that trade.
My Franchise does that play on alternates. He gets it a little bit earlier, tries to take advantage of that as much as he can.
Yep, Toy Soldier getting taken out, so it does look like even though there was a trade that came out, Chaos does have the boom shot, and the rest of Ronin have the positional advantage right now. But it is long respawn, so I expect Ronin to use those numbers advantage to lead to more numbers advantage, which should lead to a triple cap. But as I say that, that's 2 members down for Ronin, and that was because of a team kill.
Yeah, it's costly right there. Boom shot team kill. I believe that was by Sleeper. Can't remember. Oh, sorry, Chaos is who it was. So he's now rotating that towards B side. Solars. I think save this boom. I think take your pistol out. No, maybe not save that boom as Dezo gets taken out and punished.
Yeah, pistol, shotgun, put damage. Oh, no. My. A little bit of a he just pulled out the wrong weapon at the wrong time right there. That's just a clear example of that. And it does look like Echo Fox going to get control of B Hill. It is tied up right now, so this is Echo Fox's opportunity to pull away with him. It is a 3v3, 2 members dead from each team. But it does look like we're going to have a 2v2 going down up top. Critical Kyle and the rest of Echo Fox are going to get positioned, but our Ronin smokes and their late push going to be able to come out on top.
Yep, I mean, really, boom shot in the hands of Chaos, and he gets 2 team kills, 2 opponent kills. That's going to just negate that boom shot. This really should be a Ronin round, but goes to show what Echo Fox is doing such a good job of really forcing mistakes in Ronin's hands. Oh my gosh.
Franchise. I've seen Franchise go off on all 3 maps, essentially. A quick double kill, showing it once again, and if you look at the time, boom shot's gonna be coming up rather soon, and Franchise is ready for it. Shout outs to Ryan Fool is there with the timers. He knows, Franchise knows when that boom shot is gonna be up, and he knows when he needs to be on the spot, waiting with that X button press.
It looks like the timer's a little bit off there as Franchise thought it was going to spawn a few times. Yeah, actually, Chaos on the flank. Going to be called out, tagged up. Look at the Lancer fire from Fran. He's going to down Chaos. Saves his teammate Solar's life with the active Lancer. Now Solar's finally doesn't get taken out. Franchise, instead of going for that boom shot, decides to push the kills. That might be in a tough situation.
Yep, as I say that, so maybe Ryan was off just a little bit. Maybe Franchise was just a little preemptive. Maybe he misunderstood what Ryan was saying. But that's 3 ill-advised booms we've seen in this matchup coming out from Franchise right now. You kind of want to wait. You have the hills advantage. You have the position advantage. You know Ronin has to push, so you know eventually you're going to get that opportunity to shoot a boom shot that's going to net you a kill. But Franchise is just throwing these away. But, even right there, that was a risky boom shot.
Yeah. 1 for 4 with boom so far, so not the best statistic. He's making up for it with his Nasher, that's for sure. His movement, he's playing on point right now. This might be one of the better events I've seen Franchise play so far.
You see, like I said, Ronin's going to have to make a double push. Echo Fox does win off one.
Oh.
A great headshot from Toy Soldier, taking out Sleeper. He doesn't even need help right there as Praise takes out Exploits. And this is going to be, 6 straight rounds for Echo Fox. It's nobody from Ronin is going to be able to get a break on either of those hills.
13-1 in rounds in the past 14 rounds is Echo Fox. Man, it has been all Echo Fox all day, and it is, I believe now, match point as we're going to be going in our second half here, and you see the desperation from the Ronin side.
I see those hand gestures from Chaos. Basically, to me, that's talk.
Talk more. You got to
Speak
talk more.
up.
Yep.
Talk. Call something out. Because even when you're dead, you're still a vital asset to these teams. You kind of see the names over players. You see a bunch of different outlooks that the players themselves might not even see.
Couldn't agree more. Now, new side of the map. It's going to be home hill plays from Critical Kyle, and I believe Adverse is usually who we see on that side. No, Critical Kyle's actually playing high side on this map. He's not playing the 1v1 spot. They're going to leave that maybe to Toy Soldier. I'm not sure who it is.
You can see it rounds reset, so that's going to be Franchise getting taken out by Chaos, and that's going to be Deza Knight's Q. I don't have to risk my life anymore. Chaos getting another one before being taken out by Praise, but is the damage done? You know, as Adverse picking up yet another kill, numbers advantage in favor of Ronin. Revive chain coming out from Echo Fox, and it looks like they're staying alive just long enough. They're going to get 1 of 3 kills so far. That's 2. How does Echo Fox do this?
That can't happen, but finally Deza's like, hey guys, you're not going to finish the job. I'm going to finish the job. He shuts them both down. Meanwhile, Franchise actually, I believe, playing the 1v1 spots on low side. So Echo Fox has made some significant changes. You like to see that, especially since what they were doing clearly wasn't working against that Optic Gaming squad who kept getting those first place finishes.
Yep, exactly that. It looks like Echo Fox is going to choose to try and play that double home setup because they know the spawn point runs out just before you reach the hill. And you see that communication coming out. Kyle was probably yelling full red, I'm about to go down. Fran was more than ready to try and get that revive, and that was Solars trying to push in while they were distracted. That's 4 members of Echo Fox on this side of the map, so they're actually committing to this setup.
So the melee purposeful down right there and revive on Solars. Get Solars back to full health immediately. So smart play. Praise is not making a mistake. He's doing that entirely intentionally. For any new viewers out there, 1v1 trade for Toy Soldier and Chaos. It's going to be a 4v4. Gosh, pushing right into the right hand of Solars.
Yeah, I see this happen so much, right? When one team has a double home setup, each team, they just continuously try to break their own home hill instead of rotating all the way around to the weaker side, which is Echo Fox side of the map. And now because of that, they're threatening with a triple cap. E is broken, so this is Echo Fox's opportunity to run away with the rest of this round.
Recap domination's coming through here. Echo Fox is looking pristine in their gameplay, and they are going to 7-1, 7-0 Ronin in maps number 2, map number 3, showing the resilience of coming back down 1-0. This Echo Fox squad is looking scary here, and their home turf of Mexico City. Wow, PR. PR, your thoughts on the entire match. Based on that, do you think Echo Fox can repeat Mexico City back-to-back championships?
I definitely think they can repeat as champions. But you also got to realize Ronin is not Optic Gaming. Optic Gaming is not Ronin. Optic Gaming is just a completely different animal. But this is kind of what you want to see, you know, in the first day, the first match. You kind of want to see you be able to come out of nowhere and get yourself back into the match.
And you know what? That's something that we saw from the first match going to the second one. We saw Echo Fox get their composure back, come out, and really just team fire. And I mean, Ronin, I feel like they were pushing a lot of these fights, but they could not compete with the Echo Fox that showed up to this last match.
You know, we actually saw vintage Echo Fox. We saw with that setup with that setup at the end, and that home hill, Kyle and Solars, perfect setup. They played it right. They weren't too aggressive. They weren't too passive. That's the Echo Fox we need to see if they actually want to take home that trophy again here in Mexico. But we have an interview ready on the main stage. We'll see you soon.
All right, guys, we have Kyle here. Congratulations. That was a serious matchup. You guys came really hard at the end. What was the turning point for you guys to take this matchup?
Really, we just had to warm up. You know, the first map was kind of shaky. You know, it was our first map of the event. They just got off from 2-0ing VQ. So we're just a little shaky. We weren't winning gunfights. And I think the second map, we were winning more gunfights. And that's all it was, just winning fights.
Yo, what was up with Toy? Like, he went off.
I don't know. I was laughing the whole time. But I don't know what he's on. Like, he was just, I think he got, what, like 4 or 5 headshots? Something like that. I don't know what's up with him. He was just insane.
He was on some Mexican Wheaties there, right there.
Exactly.
Well, congratulations. See you on the next one, man. Guys, don't go anywhere. We got some more gears coming your way. We're going to throw it to casters to see what's next.
I would like to say that actually Toy Soldier was on some Puerto Rican Wheaties, okay? Toy Soldier from Puerto Rico. Listen, that man, he's known to come out and play. A lot of people said Toy Soldier could be the weak link of Echo Fox. That's the reason why they weren't beating Optic. Would you disagree with that?
I mean, no. I mean, I never ever thought Toy was the weak link. People throw him so much shade, and I don't know why. He's our Crimbot. You know, since Hyper Station days, I always call him the Toy Bot. When he plays well, he literally plays like a robot, plays like a machine, doesn't miss shots.
Our Crimbot.
Yeah, exactly. Our version of Crimbot. Toy Soldier, a phenomenal player, as always has been. You know, consistency maybe can be questioned at times, but honestly, every time I see him play on LAN, he steps up in a big way.
Oh, somebody else that stepped up in a big way, Praise. The UE MVP. That man, he came out big. As a Slayer, you know what? Star power on the team. You need that one Slayer. How well does he do that for Echo Fox?
I think it's more than just slaying it. It's his entire attitude. When he's down, he's not as energetic and vocal and hype. But when they're winning and they're dominating these games, you get a different praise. Something that I find very annoying to even like play or even coach against. He's laughing in your players' faces. He's yelling that can't happen. He's just completely disrespecting inside and outside of the game. And I think that is a huge aspect of Praise's game that gets into the other players' head, that propels him and shows why he is actually a better player, a top tier player in this game.
That's why I was trying to stop myself from saying Slayer, Praise, he's a star. He does it all. He does it all. He's not overly aggressive, even though he can win basically almost every shotgun fight, right? There's one thing also about that team, the in-game leadership from Franchise. One thing Kyle told me on Wednesday, he said, coming into this event, we knew that, there was some sort of mental block, why we couldn't beat Optic. He said, we can beat all of these other teams. We can 7-0 them. And, from what we saw with what they did against Ronin, they showed up. Does it look like they have a different mindset for this event?
I do believe they do have a different mindset because time and time again people talk about different things that they think they go wrong with the team because they don't have that inside scoop. And I heard from Franchise that a lot of their problems going up against Optic Gaming, they feel like they figured them out and they feel like they going to do it this time around, so they could be your back-to-back Mexico City champion.
And if I could say, you just pointed it out, man. It's Mexico City. This is where they play. This is where they perform. There's something different about this Mexico City crowd and this land. They show up. We saw it last year. I think we can definitely see it again this year. Anything is possible, especially after that 14-1 performance in map 2 and 3 against Ronin.
Yep, and they're confident. They're confident, and that's what's so important. Is I feel like we're going to have a different Echo Fox coming into Mexico City that we saw in Dallas. They are aggressive. They are so hungry. I spoke to Fran, Ryan, and a few members of Echo Fox, and that's just, we live, we breathe, we want to beat Optic. We are so hungry for this. We work so hard for it. And you know what? What they're showing us today in Mexico City reminds me of last season, and I'm excited to see how it's going to play out. We might see an upset.
Well, a lot of people say second place is a first loser. Getting second place is the worst because you're right there, right behind first. Everyone wants that number one spot. But Ronin, they're not out of it yet. So what do they have to do to keep up their momentum and just make a push through their pools and the bracket?
In my opinion, we saw some great things out of the Ronin squad. We saw when they play with energy, when they play with hype, when they play with momentum, they're hard to beat. They really are. You got to all step up. You got to all play with, perform incredibly well, play with confidence. I think if Ronin can do that going into Saturday, I think they can do good things.
Yep. I agree with that 100%. It comes down to a confidence thing with Echo Fox because people even claim not being able to beat Optic is a mental thing. It's a confidence thing. They don't have the same atmosphere going into the Echo Fox match or the Optic Gaming match as they do every other team because you see what they do to these teams when they play against them.
They destroy them. But we will see Optic Gaming later on against Pure.
Man.
But we are going to a feature station soon. I am so excited. Echo Fox, can they repeat in Mexico off of that performance we just saw? Fun prediction.
I mean, that's a little difficult. I mean, yeah, they played a phenomenal match right there. Reclaim, they were slipping a little bit, and they came back. You see Lift that wasn't even their pick, and they just they did phenomenal. And then we see Harbor. What happened on Harbor? It was just steamrolling. They're playing well. But it is only Friday. We do have a long weekend ahead of ourselves.
And that's exactly it. Everyone loves to tell that story, and I totally get why, because it is the storyline in Gears of War. We saw in Dallas, Optic lost to Allegiance. I think this might be Echo Fox's chance.
Then they destroyed everybody.
Yeah, they destroyed everybody, so you can never count on Optic, let alone the fact that this Optic Gaming roster, by the way, just land for a week and a half straight. All 5 of them live together. They live in a team house. They play in Optic offices. They are more prepared for this event than ever, and that's scary. That is really scary.
But speaking of just Echo Fox and Optic, we're forgetting of one team, E-United. And they're on our screen right now. They're going against Road Best Gaming, 2 great teams. E-United, they're the only team to beat Optic this year. E-United, they're a new top team in the game. But also Road Best, you cannot sleep on them. What can we expect from this match?
Yeah, we saw World Best take Era Eternity on heads on, a completely dominating performance down. I think they won 2-0. We, of course, didn't see the finish to that. But I think World Best could do something. Of course, as I say that, the score pops up and it's 4-0. E-United is looking very good this event as well. You saw them 14-1 their first match against Era Eternity, and now they're up 4-0 against this World Best squad who has momentum coming off the Era win.
We see them show up on Dallas, and it kind of slowed down, day 2 and day 3. But United is playing way better than they have online. Back to when, they even beat Optic Gaming in one of the 2Ks. I think it's the second to last 2K. And if they continue to perform like this, like they did in Dallas in day 1, as long as they can carry it over, I do think this is going to be a threat that a lot of people aren't giving enough credit to.
But PR, that's the question mark. See, a lot of people, when you talk about a United, they say, Rezic's toxic. I hate that word. But, they talk about the attitudes and, the bickering and arguing and scrims and online tournaments. Getting a shock. But, I mean, can you see that stopping them from placing first? Or is that just something they can overlook?
It's a possibility that could be something that holds them back, but it all depends on how these games, roll out. But with Lava there, I don't think it's going to be as bad because Lava's used to, that Optic Gaming style, the great mentality, uplifting each other. And I do think everyone's saying this is finally a squad Lava can get behind and propel himself to another championship.
Now, it's funny you brought that up. I mean, that's what Franco brought to this team before he was replaced. Franco was the energy. He was the passionate one. He brought a lot to them. Do you think they're going to miss that part about him?
I don't think so, only because I think Lava is bringing something else that Franco didn't bring.
It's a different dynamic, and you know what? And this is the first time that this full roster has played together in a LAN setting, and they've been doing phenomenal. I mean, the amount of communication that it shows just watching them, the team firing and the rotations. We talked about it.
They're so crisp
on foundation, the rotations and just how. You can see, I need help at B. Immediately, you're going to have one player, not 2, not 3, because it's not always needed. Just the right people in the right place at the right time. That's what we're seeing from United. I'm impressed.
And to answer your original question, Veli, no. I mean, with how United's playing, there's no reason to be toxic. If you're winning, you're not toxic. You're the happiest man alive. You're riding the high horses, and you're enjoying the high of winning. So, in my opinion, no, it won't affect them if they keep playing the way that they're playing.
Oh, we just saw the stats not too long ago. We saw Lava, what was he on top? He had either 21 or 25 kills.
Wow.
What does Lava bring to this game? Fallout, you've been watching Lava since he came into the scene in Gears 3. What makes him so special?
17-year-old back then from Virginia. You guys all remember the 1v1 Mercy battles. It's good to see him propel his career. He's obviously now a lot older than that, but he is a special player, man. He has that it factor. People forgot for a while. Once he got dropped from Optic, he, of course, went to a team with a lot of roster issues, and people forget that he has the clutch gene. He's one of the few champions.
He's a great player.
He is, hands down. Hands down. I will never, ever lose sight of that. Yes, he went through some issues with roster changes, but I think he's now on a team that gets to showcase that he truly is a champion, and he'll show why this event.
I have a pretty funny story. My first ever Gears 4 LAN, I went to the Microsoft LAN.
Yep.
And, I went there. Excuse me?
He was there?
No. That's what I'm getting to. So when I went there, I was like, oh, hey, Belly, hey. Where's Lava? And I'm like, dang, you're not happy to see me? But people were crazy for Lava. People begged me to, DM him, come on.
You should come through.
Exactly. So hopefully I can drag him out to the next one. But, I mean, Lava brings star power,
That's true.
Lava's quiet. He's not the type to brag about himself. He's not the type to brag about his team or his play style. He's very humble. So hopefully Lava is a great pickup for United. Franco will be missed. But World Best Gaming, what do they need to do to step up in this?
I think they just need to start their slaying potential. You got Mello, you got Crystallized, Crack, Critical, formerly of a Ronin squad, and then Cardia. You just need to start slaying like you can. We've seen this team pull up against Ronin. They took Ronin out in a series back with this the Invitational or the preseason lands. And we need to see that here. We need to see them go off, because I even know when Mello, for a short stint, he was on that Splice or Ronin team, and Choche said it himself, he is going to be better than Identims and possibly surpass him completely. And I just need to see that Mello that Choche was talking about.
Well, first things first, I want to say, okay, even though they're losing to United, don't let that make you think that Robest isn't a great team. Robest is great. United is just, they're on top of the world right now. They're a team that's, beating Optic. They're going head-to-head with the other top teams. Robest, they made a team change. So chemistry is always in question in those type of scenarios. So hopefully Robest, they can pick it up and build that teamwork that they know that they can have. Cleaner, how important is it to, how important is chemistry overall?
It's imperative. You can have 5 of the best players in the game, but it doesn't mean that they're going to work well together. It doesn't mean that they're going to outperform. And right now, what we're seeing from World's Best Gaming is maybe they're missing a little bit of that synergy, a little bit of that chemistry. You're seeing them kind of bunch up, right? So we saw that on the E-Hill. One player goes down, you immediately have 2, 3 that are running up for the revive. What really should happen, one player is going to go for that revive. If you're going to go for the revive or sacrifice a player, everyone else, you're going to lay down damage. There's no reason for everyone to bunch up, because when you have 2 people running for revive in an open area like E, you have no cover fire. You're just going to get down, and that's what happened. Everyone just got massacred. You have to have that chemistry. You have to know that, all right, you're going to make this play. I trust you to make this play. I'm going to turn my back, and I'm going to take this fight, and I know you can handle your 1v or your situation.
Well put, well put. For the people at home that are watching, there's one important thing I want to, point out to you. When you watch United, this is my favorite thing about them. They see a 1v1 and they know they can't win it, or they're just not in a good situation. They don't force it. They run backwards.
And that's
they
a
run
smart
backwards.
play.
Exactly. They run backwards and wait for their teammates to come and help them out. When they are in a 1v1, they love to bait and switch a lot. How important is that type of teamwork at this high level of play?
It's imperative because, listen, one wrong move, if you're pushing a situation where you don't feel confident, that's 16, 18, 20 seconds dead that your team is going to be without you. All right, so the smart play always pull back, recollect yourself, wait for your team so you can make that push effectively. It's about making smart plays and not being reckless.
Yes.
Yep, I agree with that 100%. But, I just want to comment one thing on this match. 2:06 and counting. I just want to jump into this quick match for the remainder of this round. World's Best about to lose, making a quick play, getting their home hill, slaying E United off of it.
My God.
But
They can win this.
That they have an opportunity to win it, but FL is being capped, so they need to get kills and then break
No
off of E.
way.
Did they get it? They got it off of time. That was huge. That's one thing, like I was saying, we need to see more of that out of this World's Best squad.
And that's why
they need to be consistent with it.
And I think that, honestly, in a lot of ways, that's what United did wrong. You can't turtle up on your home hill like that. It's so easy to say, oh, we went off of 1, everyone back up to our home hill. But then it's so easy to 5-kill ace, and then next thing you know, 3-cap domination comes through. Heads-up play to go E-hill, but not looking good right there.
And that's something, if you're E United, we've seen them do it in the past. We've seen other teams do it in the past. You kind of got to be that little rat that sneaks by and gets that last-second touch and cap on the hill while everyone's trying to kill them off spawn.
You know who's the best at doing that? What you said, Fallout? Ribs.
Oh, hands down.
Whenever you think you're going to get dominated, you always see Ribs, like, always on the other side of the map at your home hill.
Yeah.
And he's so sneaky. Like, I love it.
I swear he pops out of a rabbit hole. He's like, surprise.
And the countless times that people actually lose track of Ribs in those situations is just, you think they'd learn by now.
You coached him, right? Is it just,
That's a sneaky little Kate Vernon.
I know, right? Seriously, you can't teach that. You can't coach that, right? It's just
No, that's just something that comes natural.
Yeah.
And that's talent. Like, he is avoiding detection between 5 players to rotate around the map and, potentially get into their home hill. That's no easy feat.
That's high IQ. High IQ. We're looking
Absolutely.
at Crash right now. 30 kills, 15 downs. This is a Crash that, we've learned to love in Gears 3. Crash did play with, a lot of players from Optics, so we know he has that skill.
Underrated. One would
So
underrated.
underrated.
Everyone knows he's good. People don't realize he's as good as Optic. He's as good as a lot of the Echo Fox guys. He is an incredibly skilled player. Of course, a former member of Glory in Gears of War 3, played with Explosive, played with Solars and Soto back then. He definitely has that it factor.
And speaking of underrated, PR, I heard you say earlier that Jerp.
And Jerp never gets credit for anything. When they beat Optic in Dallas, I think Jerp was dropping 20 to 30 kills a map.
And he has this blank stare on his face, like, oh, yeah.
He doesn't even care about the credit because I think Jerpy wants to win so bad. He doesn't care if he does everything and somebody that does nothing gets the credit. He just wants to win. He doesn't even vocalize it. You don't really see him on Twitter shouting out or popping off or anything. He just lets his gameplay do the talking time and time again.
You need those players to do the dirty work. You need the Sotos, you need the Yogurts, you need the Crash, you need the Ribs, you need the Kennies. You need the Kennies. And it's really important that people take a step back because, we all want the glory of picking up a sniper rifle and running in with a shotgun. But how important is it to, be a support player for your team, such as, let's say, Kenny?
You know what? You're going to be that person who you have a wider view. All right, so you can see a little bit more of the battlefield, a little bit more of the map than, say, your Slayer. And you can lay down that cover fire and say, hey, listen, you have 5 seconds before you're going to have a 2v1. You can damage someone else. You can put, that 20, 30% to help your Slayer come out on top. And there's nothing that can beat that.
We also, talking about like the support players, we see a lot of like 80%, 83%.
Oh, yeah.
Now imagine every fight you go in, there's a 17% already in, 20% already in. You're one-shot downing or one-shot chunking almost every person, as long as you hit your shots, obviously.
It makes a difference.
a little bit of a pause. We're gonna figure out why for a moment, but
Yes, but as we see on screen, United's coach, Affinity, former pro player, he's placed extremely high. How important is it to have a coach that played at such a high level in the game?
You're going to have a little bit more insight. So, right, so you've played the game. It's a little different, right? Coaching from an outside perspective. Say, myself, as opposed to PR. PR has played the game. He has such an in-depth knowledge that it offers an incredible dynamic.
I think it's really important to have a coach or a leader that, they're not yes men. They say it how it is. It's straight up. PR, you were the coach of Ghost Gaming for a while in Season 1. What type of coach were you, and how did it help your team?
I was kind of the guy, I didn't want to change too much how they played, but I also wanted to point out those flaws that we're talking about. Sometimes Rushies has a tendency to push into 1v3s, and then he wonders where his team at, because he's just quicker than everybody else on those rotations. But sometimes they're good rotations, sometimes they're bad rotations, but we know he's quick with them. And then even with, team fire, I make sure that the players know they're by themselves. So, a coach, whether you're one of those coaches that nails it into their head with hard discipline, or whether you're just subtly, making those little calls and then showing them with footage what they're doing wrong and why it impacts the rest of the round. Because a lot of these mistakes have that snowball effect. You get down, you throw a bad smoke, maybe you lanced your teammate just a little bit. That can lead to a round loss.
I mean, you have to hold them accountable as well.
Yes.
So if something's not going properly, if they make a wrong play, or if they're being hard-headed and they're not listening, you need to hold them accountable. And that's what makes a strong coach. You need to assert yourself, and you need to really make sure that your team is functioning as a well-oiled machine.
Well, when you were a pro player, did you ever have a coach?
I did. I was the type that was very vocal. Franchise and I were kind of primary, secondary shot callers and leaders. We were the type that always said, hey, I appreciate you coaching us, but be quiet, time weapons, and that's about it. So I'm going to be real and saying that, I'm going to be honest, but this is a different game, man. It's a different game mode. You got to be vocal. You got to be doing a little bit more than just timing weapons and escalation, because there's 5 people instead of 4 as well.
Exactly. I was about to say that you have that one extra person, you have one extra spot on the map that maybe that person talk as much, maybe that person likes to talk after the fight. So having a coach, behind them to let them know, hey, you're by yourself. You just stay alive, do whatever you can.
Yes, we're taking a look at the polls right now. Poll A, Optic Gaming 1-0, Pure Gaming 1-0 as well. They're playing at the end of the day. PR, what are your takeaways from Pool B?
From Pool B, actually, Ronin putting up a good fight. Vanquish kind of, coming out slow. They still got to play Echo Fox, but, with Echo Fox with the momentum, showing why they're here, why they're in the spot we're in. And then basically it's going to be Echo Fox and then Ronin basically against the open bracket team for second place.
Now, Pool C, we're going to be looking at Ghost Gaming coming in 2-0 in their bracket. And, not surprised. They're coming in. They're firing on all cylinders. Ghost Crew, we watched their matches. They came back. They were down 0-1. They fought hard. And you saw kind of maybe that momentum.
You kind of called it.
I'm not going to say that I'm two for 2 today, but the predictions they're doing all right. Fable Esports 0-2. We got to see a change from
That's
Fable.
shocking. They're too talented.
They are. But it's a matter of, again, that machine firing on all cylinders and working as one. You can have 5. I'll say it again. You can have 5 talented players, but if they are not playing as a team, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, meanwhile, Pool D, some people called it the pool of life as opposed to the pool of death. United was the clear favorite to win that one, and they're looking to be in tip-top form, doing exactly that. Looking to go 2-0. We'll, of course, see which open bracket team makes it out there. But world best, upsetting Era Eternity. I think not many people saw that one coming.
Well, Era Eternity, they're having internal issues right now. Like we said earlier, they need to play for each other. They need leadership. They need to play as a team. Great individual team, but, as a team, kind of questionable. But I love those players. I hope they pick it up. But I'm really excited to see how these pools shape up. Like I said, Pure and Optic Gaming. Demo Bounce against Explosives. A lot of people give Demo some, criticism about him being a leader.
That's one word to use, yeah.
Right. What are your thoughts about him?
I love Demo, man. I love everything about him. I love his energy. I love how low-key crazy he is. Not low-key, high-key crazy he is.
Hype man.
He's a hype man. He brings so much to this community. I don't think people realize. A lot of respect for him as a leader and how much passion he has for this game. And you've seen it since way back when. Way before there were $2 million prize pools. Demo was there competing, and it's a passion, a pure drive to win.
You know what's great about Demo is when they are winning, you will hear him from across the venue. It doesn't matter. You will hear Demo. You will come to know his voice. And if they're down, if they're losing, he's like, guys, come on. What are we doing? We need to do this. We need to do this.
Yeah.
He doesn't just sit down and shut up. You'll never see that from Demo. He's always going to be vocal, and he's always going to try to be that kind of that leader, right? And just drive that energy, and that can make such a big difference on these teams.
That's going to be an exciting matchup. They actually picked up Zerpting from E United. Zerpting was known as, you know, one of the best up-and-coming slayers in the game. What does he bring to that team that Xenon didn't?
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, PR, tell me if you agree or not, I think Zerp is the type of player that matches up against Optic really, really well. I think if any player in this Gears Pro circuit can bang out with Optic, I mean, I think Zerping is definitely one of them. So he brings so much to the squad. He plays with no fear, plays with so much confidence, especially with his teammate of Vexies. I think the Stay Pure squad, we can see a potential another Allegiance. I mean, Optic is looking great, but I think Stay Pure can come out strong. They're playing with energy and passion and try and stick it to Optic Gaming here in this upcoming match.
Yes, and right now we're looking at the open bracket winners. E4 with the 2-0 over DZ. This is a great bracket. You see the ladies of Fire and Ice, Aztec Gaming, Terra Gaming. It's pretty stacked. On the other side of our open bracket, the winners, Impact Gaming, they will go against Technic Esports. Impact Gaming, I've heard nothing but great things about them.
Yeah, of course, that Strangulate squad, they went over a DQ. Interesting situation there.
I don't know the full story. Somebody came up and told me, and we'll get to this next half of the bracket. It was altercation between Strangulate and Starbrights.
No way.
And that's something like I've harped on this so many times. Time and time again, we see Starbrights in personal altercations between people, and it's finally catching up to him. And you got to question, time and time again, he goes in with rosters that, in my opinion, they're actually pretty good rosters, but he goes home, he loses, and then he blames his team. So in my opinion, in order for Starbrights to start making moves with his full team, he needs to change his entire attitude and revamp it completely.
You gotta be a thumb guy. You can't be a finger guy. Sometimes you gotta point at yourself and see what you're doing wrong rather than always blaming others. I completely agree with that.
Yes,
like
one
that.
team we all need to keep an eye out for in the open bracket, Motivate. Motivate, they're in the last game in the open bracket. They can make it to pool play. PR, can they make it?
I think they can. They're one of my predictions. Motivate to come out. Domes has so much passion for this game. He's one of the greatest content creators that we have in Gears Esports right now. And on the flip side, you have the duo of Heza and Vital, and then Clouts. Clouts is one of the few people that have actually beaten Optic Gaming in the entirety season 1 and 2.
The first, right?
Yep, the London event.
Yes. No, that team definitely keep an eye out for them, but we will see you soon after this short break.
So
yeah.
All right, Soul Calibur 2.
We got zombie games.
Borderlands?
All of them.
So then we'll take everything?
Excellent choice. I love this guy. Comes in every Friday.
Start your free 14-day trial now